Oh, Rob's going with it. That's
Yeah.
cool. How's everybody?
Doing all right.
Besides Rachel, this doesn't count.
Rachel's alive.
Good.
Yeah. Good. Good.
Happening? There we go.
Did everybody's boxes shift into the right order? So far?
Sure.
Where'd you want me? I don't know.
On the bottom right, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Got
right.
triangle
Wherever
of
you wanted me.
men. Triangle of men and the
In the
upside
triangle of
down
women.
triangle of women. Yeah.
So, yeah, exactly. The women are in a V.
Rachel, don't let him start now.
We are Squawking Dead, a podcast pulverizing programs beyond the Walking Dead universe. Sometimes we give you news, sometimes we make you laugh, most times we go deep. I'm your host, David Cameo, and I'm joined by...
Man, I was waiting for everybody to pop up. That took forever. Hi. Oh, better take these off before David yells at me.
And I better silence my phone before I yell at me.
Don't worry, I already turned off my alarm for today.
Oh yeah.
No, we
Hi.
need that alarm to know when you have to leave, I think.
No, it's the
What-
time
what is
that
it?
Parker needs to brush his teeth.
Yeah, Parker, you brush your teeth now. Yeah, from now. Anyway,
Hi, I'm Cosmo Mom 09.
Lazy Gardner.
and we'll do... Oh, and it's
Punky's
me
here.
again. I am Punky Brewster. You can find me on youtube.com/@PunkyBrewster. That's at PUNKYBRUISETER. And we'll do Rob and Jason.
And I'm Rob at Rob Stuff and Things on TikTok and YouTube.
I'm Jason. I'm Neo's the one on all your favorite socials.
And today, oh, hi, children. Today, we're here to talk to you, hopefully in a very quiet tone, about the 5th episode of Dead City's 3rd season, titled Imperialis.
Imperialis.
Now, before I continue, I'm very, very close to releasing just a tad bit of Squawking Dead City merch, basically. If you notice the logo on the top left, that's basically what it's going to look like, the shirts or whatever, the mugs or whatever it's going to be. But I kind of want to dial in on the neon a bit by making it more ubiquitous, so we'll see. We'll
Mhm.
see. But here's the sneak preview. But still, hey, head over to our merch store, be it new or old, via squawkingdead.com. Choose the main menu on the top left. Choose shop merch. Look at both stores. The second/classic merch store contains all our series based logo art designs and some classics, which were pretty cool still. The new store contains our House of the Dragon design still, with the Targaryen sigil with all our heads in it, basically. It's for you to enjoy. Along with a bunch of cool new logo art designs and some of the current logo with the moon designs that you should probably check out. Let us know what you think about that. And we shall move on. Any other things to announce at the top before we discuss the title? Because I know Sharon's very excited to talk about the title, probably, right?
I just want to mention that Daryl Seymour -F2D is in chat talking
That's
to us.
right.
So hi, Daryl
Daryl?
Seymour.
A consistent and beloved Daryl Seymour, who was also in our House of the Dragon coverage, who says, whomever said Dylan liking Renata thing, you were right.
Ooh.
And
Thank
you. That was me and Rachel. Thank
Hello,
you
Daryl.
so
Mhm.
much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
oh, she had to
Thank-
come back on to take credit for that. Oh,
Oh yeah, I'm taking credit for that. I'm never right. Thank you.
oh, there you go. Negan should have just shot Renata in the effing head.
I mean, I'm kind of with you on that a little bit.
If it were
Okay.
not, Amy Garcia, I would agree.
I completely disagree. But we'll.
I
get
mean,
to
I
it when we
can
get to it.
tell you why he didn't, but
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, God, just shut up. Like,
I can already tell
He's
next
so
episode is
right.
going to be trash.
I
Well,
mean, he didn't for the same reason that he shot the other guy. Because he respects Maggie
mhm.
to a point.
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah. We'll don't jump ahead. Yeah, we'll get to it because
Yeah,
honestly, it's a bigger conversation.
it is.
I was a little confused about how the whole thing went down. Not confused in a I don't know what's going on. I'm so dumb. No, I'm confused in like, okay, what are the motivations here? What is going into this act? Are we hopeful? Are we not hopeful? Are we falling, like you said early in the episode? But still, let's go to the title Imperialis. How does the title relate to what we saw in this episode?
So, an Imperialis is I'm taking it to mean this. An Alcantarea Imperialis, commonly known as the Imperial bromeliad, is a massive, striking terrestrial and rock-dwelling bromeliad native to the Rocky Mountain cliffs of Brazil. That doesn't really have to do with it.
What is
but
a bromeliad?
It is a, I don't know. Look it up. It's like a broadleaf plant.
You looked it up.
Like, I don't have bromeliad right here. I think that means like a broadleafed plant.
Okay. Oh, like
Um,
trillium.
I was gonna
Hmm.
say this is the second
Yeah,
episode
yeah.
named after a plant.
Well, aren't-
Yeah,
maybe they all
trillium.
are.
What are
Haven-
the titles?
Haven, emigrants. I don't know.
I don't.
Maybe
think
every
those
other
are.
is it a plant? I don't know.
It is named after Emperor Dom Pedro II of Brazil. It features a grand star-shaped rosette of wide leathery leaves that grow up to 5 feet wide and long.
Star shaped 5 feet
5
long,
feet
fifth
wide
episode.
and long. That is monstrous, by the way.
Yeah, that's a big ass
And
one.
produces a dramatic flower spike reaching up to 10 feet tall.
Oh, cool.
Is that the thing that attacked them in Jumanji? That came out of the fireplace? That big plant?
He's taking us back to 1993, ladies.
Maybe.
I think it was. Or maybe
That's what that made me think of.
earlier. I don't know. No,
Yeah.
maybe
Um,
94.
It has
By the
a
way, just it's the idea of 5. This is the 5th episode, 5 feet
Mhm.
high, 5 pointed
Yeah,
star
that too.
shape. So I thought
This-
that's cute.
the center forms a deep cup or tank that collects rainwater, often holding liters of water that support local micro ecosystems.
Hmm.
Kind
Okay.
of like tanks of walkers support local micro ecosystems, like
For-
our tower of our vertical something farm. I can't remember the middle part of it.
Mhm.
Oh, the basically Mason W. Dillard's ecosystem. Basically,
Mhm.
I see what you're saying. Let me go to etymology and also how this relates directly. This is pretty good. Pretty good, Sharon. I thought that was pretty interesting. So, as far as the etymology is concerned, I'm just going to go through some highlights and then I'm going to go through the what I picked up. It derives from the Latin noun imperium, meaning supreme power, command, or empire. Right? It is an adjective used to describe things belonging to, authorized by, or characteristic of a sovereign ruler or absolute state. Yikes! It implies implies absolute rule, centralized power, and the right to command. It carries a majestic or lofty connotation, suggesting something of a superior size, rank, or grandeur befitting a supreme ruler. Not unlike the what is that called?
Bromeliad.
Bromeliad, yeah,
Bromeliad.
very high in stature, grandiose, supreme, right? By extension from imperium, it implies a hierarchical relationship of control or sovereignty over vast territories, dependencies, or peoples. Sound
So like
familiar?
Star Wars.
Yeah, like the Walking Dead City.
Yeah.
Okay, so this also kind of ties into what Imperium, the early Roman Empire, was an empire rather than a republic. And so you get a little bit of illusions here when Negan incorrectly attributes, what was it? The bread and circuses quote to King Arthur.
To King Arthur. Yeah, I wrote that down. I was like, that was not right.
But it was Juvenal, the poet Juvenal from the early Roman Empire, or Imperium, let's say.
Yeah, not Juvenile the rapper.
You're right, not juvenile, or not to
Juvie.
be confused with juvenile, as in the state of being, or like how, hey, you're so juvenile. No, he writes about. Oh, I'll get into that when we get to that part, maybe, or maybe I can get to it now. Who gives a damn? Yeah, bread and circuses, obviously meaning when people are suffering, you give them a diversion. And Renata's version, or Maggie and Renata's version of that is, let's give them power. It'll at least distract them from their woes. And you know what? They got standing ovations. So the Roman poet Juvenal mentions bread and circuses. Panem et circenses is a cynical phrase coined by the Roman poet Juvenal in his Satire X around, or Satire 10, around 100 AD, to describe how the Roman populace traded their political freedom and civic duties for basic food and superficial entertainment. Historical context: the loss of the Republic. Juvenal lived during the early Roman Empire, a time when Rome had shifted from a functioning republic where citizens elected their leaders and voted on laws into an autocratic empire controlled by emperors. Apathy for the masses. He complained that. So, this is going to become important later, as perhaps this community itself may transition into something like that. I am scared of that, but let's continue. Apathy of the masses. He complained that ordinary Romans no longer cared about high office, military command, or civic responsibility. They happily surrendered their political power, which you can argue Maggie has done for ill or for good, which could be a good or bad thing. I'm not 100% sure of either, but anyway. State pacification. The Roman government kept the restless, impoverished urban population compliant by handing out free or subsidized grain, the grain dole or annona, and staging massive free spectacles like chariot races and Circus Maximus and gladiatorial fights in arenas. The modern meaning: superficial distraction. Today, the phrase describes the political strategy of distracting citizens from corruption, economic hardship, or failing public policy by providing cheap thrills or basic appeasement. And civic apathy, it also serves as a warning about populations that ignore larger political and social issues in exchange for personal comfort and entertainment. So, yeah, Imperialis.
Playing
bread
some
and
Gears of
circus.
War instead of
Yeah, exactly.
instead of hanging out with the community.
Being part of society, civic engagement. Anyway, so any other words on Imperium or Imperialis, actually?
It also, when I first looked it up, it also referenced a Warhammer, the game, I guess, story.
Mhm.
And it was about a civil war. So I thought maybe that was, like, I don't really think that was what they're going for, but I thought the Civil War angle might be interesting. I think they were going for the plant angle, as we've already had another episode named after a plant. So
Who doesn't love a double entendre, though? I like where this is going because I think we're all going to sort of agree on where this show is headed. But
So you said
More or
one of the
less.
other episodes was Haven. I don't know if you guys noticed, but they were at a building called Haven.
well, it
And
was the Empire State
was
Building.
it was crossed out, and they wrote hell in. It had hell instead of crossed over the Have part.
And
So
then
it said hell.
Negan talks about fall from grace.
Yeah.
And that he's still falling, etc. But there, just so everybody knows, there is no such word over the 305 Fifth Avenue where the Empire State Building is. The interior, I'm just getting this out of the way, okay? This way I don't have to hate on this show so much. But the interior lobby of the Empire State Building, which I've been in too many times because there are businesses in there. It's all filled up with businesses. Does not look like that. And then when I looked it up, they were like saying, oh, it's some building in Boston in some dumb neighborhood I don't even care to look up because I don't like it. I don't like it. Work harder show for my affection. I'm a New Yorker. Demand respect.
Did you like
Probably a
in New
lot
York.
of viewers who are New Yorkers.
Did you like all of the street signs on top of the armored
That I liked.
trucks? I
Yes.
thought you would appreciate that part.
I did. And they were
Yeah.
pretty good, pretty accurate. I mean,
Yeah.
speaking to somebody who drives to work in Jersey through all these, I drive through Manhattan to get to wherever I have to go and took the subway. So those are pretty accurate subway signs.
Mhm.
Did you like it, Rob? Did you miss it?
I did. Of course, I miss New York. Every time I see stuff.
Well, at
I-
least the
I
show
know-
does it for you, you know?
Yeah, I know I'd go off on tangents sometimes, but my job recently just painted a giant mural of New York City on a giant wall for me to look at whenever I walk in. It's not for me,
Aw.
but it is for me.
For you. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
It
cool.
feels like it is it's like the Marisol.
Yeah.
It just is like, oh, Herschel, you drew this for me. Whoever it was, you need to be their office romance. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
let's go to Daryl Seymour for a hot second, then we'll reset our dials. Is it just me, or were the walkers too easy to take out of the building? They weren't even trying to attack.
Yeah.
Let's stay on this one. Let's stay on this one for a little bit. What do you think
Okay.
about that comment?
Yes.
First of all, I want to say this is one of the scenes that I thought was a shout out to Fear the Walking Dead, because it was very much like the episode where June goes to the old FEMA camp and she has to cross over on the rope. She has to cross over the walkers on the rope just like that. And Madison and Strand are holding the rope that she's sliding across. They don't drop her though. But it also so when
Solmari, yeah.
Solmari, when she comes in and she's looking at all the dead bodies, that also reminded me of it, because that's when June goes in, she's looking at all the dead bodies of the people that she knew when she was in the FEMA camp. But anyway, that really made me feel like
That's a good point.
that really gave me
Brought
that
back fear
vibe.
vibes.
Right, yeah, very much.
I agree with you immediately. And then they did the whole Augie's Ale thing to kind of keep it in universe. I don't remember where that was. Have we seen that yet?
No, that was on the side of one of the buildings in the
trailer, right?
No, when they were
it was
in the first episode when they were doing the pan over of the city and showing you different buildings and stuff. One of them had Augie's Ale painted on it.
It also had the Half Moon Betas album on one of them too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, in that first
I
scene,
didn't
yes, that's
see
right.
that.
Yeah.
It's almost, you almost can't even see it, but if you look at the freeze frame, you can actually see his beard, it's all torn. But you can see that's what it is.
Also, remember the episode when they used the cattle rails to funnel the walkers in Fear? That was the one when
season 6.
Oh my gosh, when Charlie got caught and they were pulling her by the hair back in. So that made me think of that too, because that's exactly what they did here. Pretty much, they used the gates, which seemed a lot more sturdy and usable than the cattle gates.
We're making do, Sharon D. This is New York City. We don't have cattle.
No, I'm saying they were better than the cattle ones, because they had fence, the chain link over them, and the other with the fencing that just kind of fell over.
I disagree. I think the cattle stuff was actually way more effective.
But I thought they were gonna do it more like they were just gonna funnel in, not that they were gonna use the grabbers to grab them and then shove them through. But I guess that makes sense, because then they could put the buckets on the heads, which was freaking hilarious.
Yeah, it's every single time they do it, it's funny. But going to the point, these people they just trust the process. There is a process, and these are more than capable. These aren't dummies. There's Death Squad, everybody. The Death Squad, which I'm okay with.
The Dead Squad.
I thought they were all going to. Die
Dead Squad. You're right.
They announced all these new characters. There's our father.
I thought the same thing, and yet they didn't do it.
I think we should change our name to the Squatting Dead.
No.
No. Sounds like you said the squatting.
I mean, if you said Dead Squawk, I would have been like, yeah.
There you go. The Dead Squawk.
I did it, everybody.
Yeah.
I fixed it. I fixed what was broken. Anyway,
don't
but let's go directly to the comment. I don't know that I felt like it was too easy to kill them, but
no, they weren't trying to kill them. They were trying to wrangle them and to herd them. And I agree with Daryl. None of them, Maggie was just sort of hooking them and pushing them this way, and not a single one turned to trying to grab her or anybody around. Or it was just like, this way, buddy. Oh, come on this way.
And they're just complying.
Yeah.
I will say that, maybe there should have been more of a resistance. I don't know, man.
This is what happens when Nicotero isn't in charge of directing the walkers. He's not on these sets.
Tell them why. Tell them why you say that.
Because he told us, he was like, I hated that whenever I wasn't there, they didn't make the walkers dangerous enough.
When and where? Sorry, more context.
Well, this is just when I was at the camp, when I did the Walker School.
Walker School with Greg Nicotero, which is a cool thing you could do too if you head over to Sonoy, Georgia on Memorial Day weekend.
No,
hopefully they'll do that next year again too.
Or that too. Sonoy, Peachtree, whatever. It's one and the same. It's Walking Dead Land. That's what they should call it. Rename
they might
the
not have Walker School next year. I don't know if Greg will be there, but there are things like that.
Well, don't miss out, everybody. Just saying.
Yeah.
Thecampevents.com.
Where Greg was saying what, Rob? You were in the middle of explaining something.
Well, he had said that whenever he wasn't directing, he would always tell the incoming directors like, "Hey, don't make the walkers too easy to kill, and don't take the teeth out of them. Basically, make them a threat. Like every time they're on screen, they should be difficult to deal with." That didn't always, as we know, that didn't always happen.
This episode is a perfect example of that.
Exactly. So,
let's be fair though. In past episodes, just this season, it felt like okay. Up until now, they've been kind of the same, unthreatening. You had people attacking them in the hospital. It was pretty scary at that time. So I'm gonna give them a little bit of a pass on this one because I think the whole point was to kind of keep the stakes alive, at least when the Swell was going over the wire. And okay, because in the back of your mind, you're like, oh, it's gonna happen, guys. It's gonna happen. She's gonna dip, and they're gonna grab at her feet. Like, I got this, and then somebody's maybe gonna die. Is what we all thought, probably, right?
Oh,
Right,
I thought
least-
for sure.
I thought they all were gonna die. I thought
Yeah.
all of them were gonna die.
Right. I'm just saying, like, bare minimum, somebody's gonna die, and yet nobody dies.
I enjoyed this episode much more the second time because I wasn't worried about the other shoe dropping the entire time. I could like just sit back and enjoy how funny it was and and how clever some of it was and not be worried the whole time.
I think that's engineered, actually. The first time around, you're like, first watch is so important with this particular episode because you're like, somebody's gonna die again, right? This is like I'm like doing the Bridget thing. Where's Bridget? She's gonna come in to be like, shut up, Dave. But she'll be like, and then my favorite people, all this dead squad, they're all gonna die, and I hate when the show does that. And like, no, they're not, but I contend, and I'm just gonna drop this now and come back to it later. I think you're gonna wish they had died, actually.
There's
so,
definitely people part of that dead squad that I am going to enjoy watching die.
Oh my gosh, I love the way they introduced them though. I was like, I
Yeah.
felt like I was watching
Did
a
you like
heist
that?
movie.
I thought it was
I
like
felt-
a
yeah,
heist movie
a
or like
heist
a
movie. I
video
was like-
game.
Right, I felt like I was watching like Ocean's
Ocean's
11 or
11.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you think that Herschel drew all of the headshots?
100%.
That was
Sure.
so funny. That was
For
great.
sure.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I enjoyed it the first time, but I was so worried about what's going to happen.
Mhm.
The second time when I watched it through, I could really appreciate how absolutely hilarious it was that they did it like that. Like, and this guy, the bear, the three-legged whatever, three legs,
Oh my
and
God.
then if you freeze frame it, the
The three-legged rabbit
movie-
here.
the movie behind him, the porn
Mhm.
movie he was in was the body with one organ.
Yes.
Yeah. Which has a doctor-nurse scenario to it.
And it was
Oh.
Fellini of flesh, the Pollock of porn, and the Degas of
Degas.
doing it.
Mhm.
I literally laughed out loud when they said that. So I mean, but the second time, because the first time I was too worried about what was going to happen. So the second time I could chill out and I was like, this was great. I loved how they did that.
Who do you think the D&G are in D&G production for his movie, his porno? I know G is Gimple,
D&G.
right? Is that what we're going with? Maybe.
Maybe.
But then who's D?
Darabont.
Oh,
Nice call.
listen.
He's no
None
longer
of
in
this
the
exists
picture.
without him at this point.
I was thinking, what's her name? Denise Huth, right? Denise and Gimple.
Oh yeah.
That was a bad pull, but
Yeah.
or David Alpert is still a producer, I think too. There's a lot of D's.
I don't know. This
I-
episode to me
Sure
just
are.
felt hokey.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think that's what I liked about
I
it.
think
Yeah,
that's okay.
yeah.
See, that's exactly why I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, everyone's got different tastes.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
But what about the end? Which we'll get
That
to,
was-
but
That was like the only part where I'm like, okay, here we go.
it wrecks
then-
the frame.
And then it ends. And then the episode ends. I'm like, we was just getting good.
and we're
quite-
going completely
quite the
away from
cliffhanger.
it for a whole episode.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's interesting. There's some other
Mhm.
moments that plant the seeds. Actually, there's moments from the entire series thus far that plant the seeds to that moment too.
Mhm.
But let's go over Dead Squad some more. But actually, let's go over some comments more because I feel.
Yeah.
I just want to say, I feel like I wish they had the way they introduced each one of the Dead Squad. I wish they had like utilized those skills a little bit more in the scene. You know, like, oh, she's the chef lady, she can use a cleaver, but we didn't see her like do anything with the cleaver. You
Well,
know,
they're still alive.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's
I
still
agree.
time.
yeah. I think that was the only. But I just loved the whole.
It was very
Ocean's
very
11.
Ocean's 11.
Yes.
Let's drill into that a little bit more. But let's get to this
Comments.
first. Episode 3 was good. Says Daryl Seymour. Episode 4 was meh. Episode 5 was good. So episode 6 will probably be meh. So we're going backwards now.
I
I'm
liked
excited to
episode
see
4 though.
Emily again. So did I.
Prediction: Renata kills Dillard. Worst new character kills the best new character. Thoughts
Boo.
on this after like
Oh,
shipping
I
them?
hate that idea.
I
don't want that.
see an issue with Dillard and Negan.
Yeah.
because-
You
I
just
definitely
love
think
the
So
terms.
yeah.
Especially after
And-
Cockenspiel gets
What
it
is his
at the
name?
end.
Cornelius? Yeah, cock or
That's
something.
exactly why.
Cockenspiel.
Cornelius Cockenspiel
I
the
forgot.
third.
I remember Titty Cocker. I couldn't remember
Like-
Cockenspiel till now.
I don't like the way the dead squad was talking to Dillard down in the basement.
I was getting
Yeah,
anxiety
F
with that
Negan.
part.
He felt
Yeah.
like he felt
Well-
like that kid that was being made fun of but doesn't realize he's being made fun of. I didn't like it. It felt
Yeah.
very bullyish. I didn't.
I don't want to jump into that
Well-
just yet, but I think I'm feeling what you're putting
Yeah.
down though.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just want to say that out loud.
Yeah, I was really nervous again, waiting for
That
their
they're
shoe to
gonna
drop.
Yeah.
That
do
they
something.
were gonna kill
accident.
For the shoe to
Titicaca.
drop.
And I thought they were taking him down. They were gonna do it on purpose, like make him
Yeah.
watch them kill them or something. So-
This episode had too many moments where we thought it was going to go one way and it didn't go that way and actually went kind of quite the other way.
But you know what? I appreciate that.
Yeah, exactly.
I appreciate being surprised by the way shows go.
But the other episode did somewhat the same thing too, if I'm not mistaken. They sort of kind of thought yeah, that's right. They had framed people in such an awkward way that maybe in the background somebody's going to creep over and something's
Oh,
going to happen
traitor.
here, but nothing ends up happening. Right? It's that whole. I like that because it says the world is different. The world is different, but are the people ready for that world? Are they ready to adapt to that world? Maybe they're not. And Negan, I think, is a bit of that. But let me go to the next comment. I said that already. Why is it that Maggie's sidekicks are always so boring? Sasha, Jesus, and now Renata.
Well, hold
This
your
is Daryl
tongue
Seymour
about
again.
Jesus. I love Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amen.
I like Jesus too.
I mean, he was a Jew. He kind of left. It's fine. But yeah, Earl, whatever. Everybody be quiet. Why is Maggie's sidekicks always so boring? Because I don't know. Listen,
I
Maggie
mean, we
with the
can
focus
throw
needs to be on
we can throw
Maggie,
Enid
not
in there
Psyche.
too.
No, I'm just-
Enid, yeah.
Maybe it's just they look boring because they're next to Maggie.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was thinking. I mean, I have no dog in the fight here on this one. I mean, some people just success doesn't always look glamorous. People. is
Would
what
you
I'll say.
consider Negan her sidekick? Because that would make it a lot more interesting.
I think they're all each other's sidekick in this show. There's a sort of, you know that I forget what logo of you know the label logo from Soundgarden. It has like that triangle shape, but it's all arrows pointing to the other arrow. I
Mhm.
don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's kind of like that. One leans on the other leans on the other, and the other leans on the other, and they all kind of stand up, and they all kind of need each other. Renata needs Maggie. Maggie actually needs Renata and Negan. She needs that support. I think
The cotton.
Negan, as much as he doesn't like it, needs Renata too.
So what
Keeps
you're
it- keeps him
saying
on his
is
toes.
they should have a triumvirate, which
Or
would
tri-
lead us back to the Roman
Trillium.
stuff, the
Mhm.
triumvirate.
Yeah, I until well, I don't know about until, but maybe even his movie
Look,
at the end of this episode it supports
uh,
that.
Daryl just said Negan ain't no one's sidekick. Yeah, except he's the one that even said, "Hey, Maggie, you're the one that should be running this."
Wait,
Yep.
where is it? Negan ain't no one's psychic. Yeah,
No,
there we go.
the latest
no.
comment. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Negan definitely needs a psychic now. Sorry.
No,
Uh,
I'm saying
Well, he has one,
Negan
it's Dillard.
is Maggie's sidekick because he was like, "You should be running this, Maggie." He didn't say I should be running this or we should be running this. He said you should be running this.
Let me see here. I loved it when people were swearing at Renata. She sucks.
Mm,
I disagree.
she was very annoying.
I
did
completely disagree.
I did like how she like ferreted out Fabian. She's like, he's like, "Oh, I'm married." She's like, "I don't want to come in to sleep with you. I'm
Oh.
going to come in and get the food." There was also something I noticed as she was walking down the hall. She stopped and listened to the children laughing, and like, wasn't it Rick who was like, "When I hear kids laughing, I'll know it's safe to go in there."
Mhm.
And so she heard the kids laughing on the other side of the door.
Mm,
She was listening to everybody enjoying their electricity.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, on a cultural level. Oh no, she's thinking of the dildo thing now.
Yes, I was like, thank God she didn't hear that.
Well, maybe
Would
she
have been
did.
a funny gag if she's just walking by, hears kids laughing. Next door.
Yeah, whoa. Let's not mix those two statements together.
Oh, true. Fair enough.
Thank you.
I said on the next door.
Well, how does she know? Anyway, so, but it's also a cultural thing because it's not uncommon in a New York City apartment to have noises and cooking and this and that going on in this apartment. There's something to missing the noise, and I get that. There, in a city that never sleeps basically effectively, you think it's a 24/7 thing, and probably for a long time it has not been that way for her. She's been in the city the entire time. It's like it's coming back to homeostasis again after 15 years. It's weird for her. She is probably close to what, 35, something like that. She was able to experience the city in her 20s, maybe in her teens. So to have that again, to feel that sort of feeling again, it's something to appreciate. Let me move on to wait. I really wanted the woman on the rope to die. So Sol Marie.
Look,
she's too valuable.
Sol Marie. Anyway,
Dillard may like Renata, but Renata's got it for Solmari.
I was so concerned that she might have been related to her.
Go back and watch again. I watched the second watch. Watch how she looks at her and the eye. Yeah, she's got it.
Okay.
Like she's the one when Solmari's hanging out, she's like, "You got to go back and get her. You got to go back and get her. Oh, you got to go back and save her." And then when she's leaving the party, she looks very pointedly at Solmari before she leaves. So they have got something going on.
Okay.
I thought she was looking at Dillard.
Sol Marie?
No, Renata.
Renata?
When she left,
she has no interest. She has no interest in Dillard. She's the. Now they did a very good duet, so like maybe that encouraged him a little bit. Like maybe she shouldn't have done that because I feel like she's in Corbett. No, I think she's got it for Solmari.
Well, right after I only watched it the one time, so I'm sure I missed a lot of stuff.
Well, it could be that Dillard's going to have a thing for Renata, so that when Negan's going up against Renata, he's going to be conflicted.
Oh, he's already mad at Negan because Negan killed.
That's true.
Cockenspiel.
All I could think was Titicaca. I knew that wasn't the right one.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Titicaca for life. Ray, what were you saying?
When Renata walked out of the bar and she did that little look back, the next cut was to Dillard. And
that's right.
All, like,
I saw that.
Dillard looking at her.
Story.
Dillard was looking at her.
That's why I thought
though.
She was. That's why I also thought. That's why I thought they exchanged a look, and that's why he was flustered.
Well, and then
maybe
I thought Kelsey was Kelsey B, Kelsey the knife or whatever.
Killer Kelsey.
Killer Kelsey. I thought that's why she was hitting him because like, oh, go after that. But no, instead to like show us your walkers. What?
Yeah.
Bring out your dead. What?
Yeah, she's got it. She's got it for Solmari. I'm telling you. Go back and watch it again. You'll see.
Either or.
Yeah.
It's too nebulous for me to call at this point. Look, I wish him the best. I just don't know.
I mean, I don't care. I'm just pointing it out that's Dillard may have it for her, but she is not interested in him.
All right, let's keep it with the comments. Episode 3 was better overall, but this episode had the best scene, the final scene. Okay. When you're watching a great show like Silo, which Daryl Seymour is also commenting on,
or House of the Dragon,
which Daryl Seymour is also commenting on, makes shows like this look worse. Well, this is something that I think Ray and Bridget had commented on. Or and you too, Charity, I think, right? Yeah, you were the one who explicitly said this, right?
Even me, I wasn't really feeling it. Kind of like what Rachel said at first. Well, I'm going back and forth with, do I like this or not? This new tone.
I like it.
I like it too. Actually,
I always like Walking Dead.
I do.
Stuff, even if it's bad. So
I like anything that
exactly. Yeah.
I like anything that makes me not guess what's gonna happen. Like I like it when I get surprised.
And
I like a surprise, but I also want it to be a good surprise. I felt like the surprises in this episode were a letdown.
I mean, I don't feel like this show is on par with, again, like we were saying, like you guys said Silo and I said House of the Dragon, but this is I feel like this is way better than last season at a minimum.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's why I came back to that comment. Was this better? Has this been an improvement in the prior seasons?
So
He
far,
said,
I'd say so.
yeah.
Okay, well, and Daryl Seymour says season 1 of House of the Dragon was good. Then the show went downhill. Unlike this show, it's going uphill.
We're gonna fight Daryl.
Everyone says that about season 2, but like, I still think that even though the season didn't end great, it still wasn't bad by any means. But we're not talking about that show.
Yeah,
right. We're talking about this show, which is a good show. I think half of us say. I think not even half. I don't think half. I'm being generous with half.
I was just very happy to see. That's why I have this figure out. It's because old Negan was peeking back through at the very end of the episode. Like he was even though we thought he had killed old Negan in the Here's Negan episode when he burned Lucille and like all that, he never really went away. He just buried him deep down.
Let's hit on this.
He looked a little unsure at the end of the episode though. Like after Renata left, he was like, this was my take on it anyway.
A couple of scenes too.
His look was like, oh man, what did I do? Like I think I just messed up.
But that's just it. Like he let old Negan out and take over. So then when she left and he could reflect on it, he was like, shit.
What was that?
Sorry.
What he said?
Sorry.
What? I don't understand the words you're saying.
I want to. The name of the bar is the Fram.
Yeah.
So that is.
She's gonna say something I already said.
It was the name of a polar exploration.
Oh, never mind.
Ship from Norwegian polar exploration ship. You may have said this. Maybe this was an episode I wasn't here for, but in Norwegian, Fram means forward.
Or onward. Yep.
Yep.
I didn't know that about the Norwegian expedition team, but that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Let's okay. I was gonna move on to Negan, but I think I want to go stay on the Dead Squad so that we don't have to talk about them anymore. I feel like, of course, like all of you, all that fanfare, and for it to amount to nobody died, nobody killed a bunch of walkers, we didn't get any cool scenes with everybody yet. I think we have to stick on them because, okay, what happens at the end of this episode, and who might be the one to rein these people in? But maybe Negan, if he has his army, and his army will be Dead Squad, right? Is that what it? Dead Squad?
I think Negan's gonna be the one to kill these people.
I don't know about that.
They said F Negan, so I'm pretty sure that they're not.
Oh, did they?
His team.
Yeah. Oh, about judging Dillard about.
Yeah, but still, I feel like that wasn't just that. I feel like they really meant that. Like, yeah, he says a lot
sex
of.
with him. What do you mean?
What?
You said literally F Negan. I'm like, well.
No, I said they literally said F Negan. I didn't say they said literally F Negan.
Oh, it's all about placement of the words.
Right.
But I mean, maybe Dillard does wanna. I don't judge. There's
So are you saying there's going to be a love triangle between Negan, Renata, and Dillard?
How complex
that would be a twist. That would be a big twist.
Or the entire Dead Squad.
Oh, don't start talking about twists.
Well, I mean, the bear, he is
yeah,
there.
He's definitely
tri-legged. See all these threes all over this episode. I don't think Negan would be in that threesome with Renata though. Although maybe it's the new hate bang, Sharon. Maybe.
Exactly.
Maybe. Anyway, also I'm gonna say this, and you're gonna fight. But Daryl Seymour also said, "House of the Dragon sucks."
Yeah, I saw that.
Daryl.
I refrained from saying anything about that. That's all right.
But then he also said Negan did the right thing, and that guy had to go.
That is correct. Also,
I agree. Yeah. Renata needs to grow a pair. No.
I have a hard time.
Did you guys catch the little when she kind of threatened him just a little bit with Maggie's tuna casserole?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To get him to do what she wanted.
Yeah. So I don't think that
it came back though. Like what did he say? Something about
her casserole was really good.
Just to die for.
Well,
so that was like wasn't it? Or?
He only said that just to quell the moment, so he could be like, "All right, I guess I'm doing this." For casserole.
I don't think those two are ever.
I thought he meant like he would die over.
No.
Before he would like kill Renata before he.
There's no way Renata doesn't tell. Sorry, Jason. There's no way Renata doesn't tell Maggie about the Dama at this point.
Right.
Right, but at this point, he's gone scorched earth.
Well, yeah.
That was the whole point of even. This is my reason. I think I know why he does this for two reasons. One, it makes it so that the thing that Renata has to hold over him is nothing compared to what he just did. Because arguably, and this is a question to all of you, as much as you wanted Fabian to go, that's the old world and the old rules. Okay, because I get having to do that and wanting to do that. This guy's a threat. Technically, he's armed. Technically. So I don't necessarily agree that Negan should have killed him. Because he's thinking the way we've always classically thought. Okay, this guy's a threat. He's walking among you. He wants to kill Maggie. But is that the old? Are people ready for the new world?
Maybe not, but I mean, from Negan's point of view, he's looking at it as this guy's got a gun on him. He's actively getting drunk, and he's spewing hate about Maggie consistently.
About coffins while getting drunk and funerals.
So he sees the writing on the wall. He knows exactly where this is going to go. He's going to get belligerent and probably go do something that Negan is now preventing by doing what he did. Granted, did he have to go that far? Because once Renata saw him with the gun, he could have just let them take care of it. Because they weren't. He had his gun. That was kind of taken care of. So did he need to kill him? Maybe not. But we all know how things go in this world.
He said
that's really the question, though.
We also saw how Fabian reacted in front of everybody over the stolen goods. And I think that's why they gave us that scene. Because he was very good at acting remorseful and mustering up some tears. And the same would have happened if they would have put him on trial for what he said about Maggie. Renata asked him, "Oh, Fabian, is that true?" And he's like, "No, I never said that. I didn't say it." And she believed him enough to, try to calm Negan down. So
wait,
it would have ended the same way.
Let me add something. Let me add something to that. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think Fabian has something when he says, "I never said that," when he said, and he wants to kill you too, Renata, which is not what he said. He basically said it's not her fault. She's just a symptom. I don't want to get after her. So I think that's why he added or why he was able to add, he's lying, because he technically did lie. He's trying to pile on so that Renata hates him too. And Renata has no reason to think he wouldn't be after him too.
Wouldn't it only be a matter of time if he did successfully kill Maggie? It would only be a matter of time before he would turn on Renata too, because she would still be in charge.
If really, a lot of this is if, and Negan did wait for.
Hey, you know what? At the end of the day, I think Negan did the right thing.
He's blaming Maggie for. He's blaming her overall because she's the reason he's there, but she's not the one that paraded him in front of everybody. Maggie was like, "I wouldn't want to do either," because she was like, "It's better than hanging." Maggie's like, "I wouldn't have done either." You know why? I don't. So he's mad at Maggie for one thing while he's laying that blame over everything everybody else is doing, right? Like Renata's the one that embarrassed him in front of everybody, but he's still blaming Maggie because Maggie is the reason he's there. Yeah, I'm trapped on an island. Dude, go take a boat. Like, there are boats. They came over on boats. Go take a boat and sail your butt back across the river. You're free to go. Bye.
Well, he has a family, though, and his family wants to stay. That's the reason why he's upset.
I mean, that's not Maggie's fault either.
No, exactly. This is the problem. It's like, I think this goes beyond. This goes way beyond just one man's butthurtness. It's the idea that, well, now that we're in this, it goes right back to now that we're in the new world and there are new rules and we're forming society and things are kind of starting to normalize in their own way. I don't think he feels like he has a role, that he's not really the kind of protector that his family had. Look, how hard is it to carry a family through 15 years of apocalypse? Those girls are very young. They were born within the apocalypse. So he was able, or the bomb and he were able to do that throughout all those years. And now we've reached a point where because he says this twice. He says, the bricks weren't that bad. We managed to survive. He says survive twice, meaning, but we know that from Michonne and on the original show, it's not about survival. We need more than survival. And this New York City is way more than about survival. We have power. We have television shows, VHSs,
karaoke.
and karaoke, exactly. And he's resentful for that because this has taken something away from something that they were good at. The whole Walking Dead formula was, it's a chance to be the thing
well, he says, I would rather die than go back in a cage again.
Negan.
Which is exactly what he feels like Renata's trying to do, is put him in a metaphorical cage.
Right,
Mhm.
the trauma part
not
of her
not an actual cage, but he feels like she's trying to put him in a cage, and he doesn't want to bend to her rules.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're telling me what I can and can't do, and I haven't lived that way for a long time, and I'm not going to live that way again, basically.
Right. Meanwhile, he doesn't know where this is going to go. Or maybe these are two people who both have preconceived notions about each other, Renata and he, if you really think about it. He thinks Renata wants to put him in a cage, period, and that's the impression she has, period. And he called it out when she offered him a place because she knows or feels like he's going to scream out in the background and then end up in jail, basically. But basically, right, he's going to cry, he's going to do something, and then as soon as I got him, I can put this guy I don't trust in jail immediately because he's going to do something stupid. She ends up being right, incidentally.
But she's right because he felt pushed to that point. Like, I don't know that he would have shot that guy if she hadn't come in and been like, put the gun down, and blah. Maybe he wouldn't have, you know?
Right.
But she was like, put the gun down. He's like, F you, bam. Don't tell me what to do.
And it's the same in reverse. He has preconceived notions about her that he even admits at certain points kind of impressive, but still can't shake it. This episode deals with, and the Dead Squad are emblematic of this problem too. How do you put people, the freaks, right? The freak shall inherit the earth. That's kind of what they said, basically, in this episode. How do you deal with people like this living in a society? Can they? You're gonna butt heads with what we classically found appealing and acceptable. I can go through the list of the Dead Squad and be like, oh, that's Father Gabriel, but like not. And that's Carol, more stabby though, and young. I actually have like a list of oh, is that Tyrese, but in the firefighter outfit? You know what I'm saying? You know, I could put like action figure status to the thing that we love the most about The Walking Dead. We could put action figures and kung fu grip to all these people, and name them after, we're like, oh, that guy's like the other guy that we saw in The Walking Dead. But is that what this series needs, or the society needs now? Aside from wrangling the walkers, which they did tamely, and maybe perhaps anybody else could have done without being this thing, right? Think about it. Nothing happened. None of their skills came into play. Anybody could have done this. I mean, I even thought they were picking these people out. My initial gut reaction to Sharondy's point went beyond, oh, the shoe's going to drop, one of these people's going to die. It went beyond that. I thought this was a suicide mission. I thought this was, people are hungry and we need to get rid of people who will cause a problem if things go really bad. That was my initial thought. Because the less mouths you have to feed, the less psychos that get angry, the more calm things are. So, and that didn't happen either. So, which further proves that we're going to have an issue later on, I think.
So you thought it was Walking Dead's version of the Suicide Squad?
Yes, exactly that. I wrote that in my notes, but I didn't want to be explicit about that. I thought it'd get copyright striked.
Sorry.
I don't know how that works.
Just saying a title? I don't think that.
Okay, and let's go to comments because Samantha's here on Facebook. But let me just say this.
Hi, Samantha.
Daryl says Renata looks like a tuna. That's all. He was referring to the three-way. But anyway, Samantha says, this is going to her point. She had emailed me earlier, like, oh, she was very impressed with this episode. Do you think Maggie will get Negan to turn himself in? This is my initial thought. My dad and I are on two sides. My side, I think he'll turn himself in, and maybe my dad thinks he won't turn himself in. Let's stay on this because I know we're here. I think that's what Negan engineered, personally.
First of all, I think like Dillard's gonna tell him to get out because he's gonna be extremely. I don't think it's gonna like totally destroy their friendship, especially Negan's like, man, I didn't mean to do it. I was this other thing happened or whatever. But I think like his first reaction is gonna be like, get out of my bar.
Dillard.
And so
I was gonna say that
Negan's
for
not
Negan.
going to have anywhere to go, so he's going to have to go like to Maggie or something.
Yeah.
I actually think that he did this because he wanted to back Renata. He wants Renata gone, and he wants to only follow Maggie. And he even during the conversation was kind of like,
right. Well, he didn't mean to shoot
that bitch
Cockenspiel, so like, yes, that might have been his plan, but he effed up when he accidentally shot Cockenspiel. Like, I don't know. I could be wrong. I just have a feeling that's where it's gonna go.
Do you know what I thought of when that happened? You, because I keep thinking, oh, is this Daemon Targaryen? Is this guy with like good intentions, but he's just like the whirlwind? It just ends up coming back on everybody.
The road to heck is paved with good intentions,
with terrible, terrible dragons. Terrible in the terrifying sense.
But also, since Dillard has a thing for Renata, I can find it very easy for her to manipulate him into kicking Negan out also and forcing Negan's hand.
And I would be very impressed with Renata for doing so, honestly. I would even be more impressed if she can get Dillard to get the Dead Squad to go against Negan, which would be very interesting.
I don't think that would be super hard.
Considering how much they love Dillard. Right? I mean, for the most part.
Maybe, yeah. Might have been like what Rachel was saying. They might just be, they make fun of him, so they might not really like him.
Oh, that's another take. Well, let's drill down on that. What do you think, they were making fun of Dillard with the dead, or was it more like they actually really are like,
I think
we love you, dude?
It felt to me like they started out teasing him about it, or like making fun of him, but like that kind of morphed when he was like, "Hey, I know it's not."
Yeah, he took it well.
Thing.
Yeah,
right. He's like, "I know it's not normal," and they were like, "Dude, what's normal anymore?" Like, I feel like when he said that and didn't try to like just brush it off or react badly, and then they were like, "Ah, wow, this dude's cool. He's one of us,"
Yeah.
I think they were totally ribbing. Yeah, I thought they were. I think they really just wanted to see it for themselves, and then once they saw it, they're like, "Okay, you guys," because of all the people, Dillard is the one who's trying to act the most quote unquote normal. Dude, even the backdraft Benny has an axe that has a walker head on it. Which isn't too dissimilar to Dillard. So, no. But they're obvious where Dillard isn't. Dillard is an undercover, or was an undercover cop. So he's supposed to be like, I'm Norma Dillard. I do normal things.
Maybe Dillard is playing all of us. He was he was undercover. Maybe he's playing all of us. We all got it wrong.
He's going through great lengths to do so by defanging walkers.
Well, there's evidence to kind of support that.
I mean, maybe we didn't have a big bad this season, but maybe we do, and we just don't know it yet.
Well, Okay, we'll do this now because then we'll go back to the comments. When he mentions the Red Squad, and they move on to say Dead Squad, that is a red flag. It tells you the kind of undercover cop that he was. I mean, obviously he was trying to uncover sex rings and stuff like that, and sex trafficking. But also Red Squad is specifically referring to undercover cops that monitor and report back on political rallies and active in civil rights activism and stuff like that, to kind of, and some of them, right, I think we talked about this in one of the series that we're covering, but some of them actually bust them up in various ways, try to foul them, and basically they're kind of anti-civilian task force. Basically they blend in so they can bust up certain political. The whole thing comes from communism, red meaning communism, Red Squad meaning basically to try to bust up in New York City, right? This is not on the federal level with the J. Edgar Hoover and stuff like that, but in New York City they had a particular issue with that. So he even calls his own squad Red Squad, which means he says the best of the best. But I also think that means that they're the best at being undercover. And he even talks to Negan about how when you're this deep undercover, you kind of forget who you are, and kind of makes you think, if Dillard's being this good at being who he needs to be, what was he? Was he even a cop? And on whose behalf is he being who he is now? if at all. So it's just a food for thought.
Well, I mean, it's an interesting thought, except for the fact that what was it, 2 episodes ago now that they showed us his internal thoughts, like could hear the walker. Titicaca was literally going, "I love you." So we hear what he's hearing in that, so it's real to him. So I don't think he's faking being who he is at this point in the game.
All I'm saying is, will the real Mason W. Dillard please stand up? Is all I'm saying. And which version? It doesn't have to be 2 versions. It could be more than 1 version.
You got multiple personality disorder.
DID. Ooh, sure. Yeah. Why not? Rachel likes that. She's in pain, but she likes that. I don't know. She doesn't like anything now.
I don't know.
Well, to maybe Samantha's question, well, I specifically think that he did this to Negan. Did this made this whole outcome from trying to convince Fabian to go after Renata to finally ending Fabian to get Maggie to maybe be involved. Because the last conversation that Maggie has with Renata, Negan doesn't know this, but is Negan says to Maggie, Maggie says to Renata that you have to meet him on his turf, and she was trying to, I think, by coming into the bar this quickly. I just think she caught him in an awkward situation, and that ended up being faster than she anticipated. I think he's trying to get back Renata into a corner to get Maggie to be in charge, basically. It's like a chess move. If first of all, I'm forcing Maggie to get involved, and who knows if Maggie is going to get involved.
Oh, she 100% is.
I have a feeling that she might not. She might put this on Renata to take care of. She's too close to the situation. What do you got? What do you think, though, Ray? The smart play would be to not get involved. IMO.
I don't think that Negan orchestrated this in any way. I think this guy was talking about Maggie. He recognized what was going to happen if he didn't step in and do something, and he killed him. And the whole thing with Renata, I think Negan knew. Negan knew the second he pulled that gun out and put it to his head, he was going to kill him. I don't think Renata pushed him in any direction this way or that way. I think it was unfortunate for him that she walked in when she did, because he probably could have just taken care of it and covered it all up like he did the Dama. Of course, Renata found out about that,
and Renata would have still found out about this. It was in his bar.
There were 2 witnesses that watched him pull the gun.
And Titicaca and Cockenspiel too. That's 2 more.
Put them on the stand. Do I think Maggie's going to get involved?
That's a good question.
She doesn't want there to be conflict between Negan and Renata or any of the people that they're trying to build this community with. So of course she's going to get involved.
Maggie is going to be in a tough position no matter what.
Yeah.
Because she can't look like she's siding with Negan, because that's like chaos, right? But at the same time, Negan was 100% defending her and potentially maybe saved her life. I mean, come on, Maggie could take Fabian. I'm not worried. Was never worried about him being able to kill Maggie.
But I mean, in terms of plot armor, I agree with you. But in terms of a gun, I mean, he's driven to a corner.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Negan also made a comment about them being friends in another life.
Oh yeah.
Which obviously is leading us to our
UA.
Yeah.
Or AU.
AR.
She also asked him if drinking the alcohol would make her blind.
Alternate universe.
Alternate reality.
Oh. Sorry, Sharon. Sorry.
Sorry. She also asked him if the liquor was going to make her blind.
Yeah, so, I think this
maybe
is like
she'll be blind too. She's like, you know what? This is between you two. Y'all figure it out.
As long as you give me booze.
I'm not taking sides.
Or maybe after she drinks
she'll feel that way until she gets her vision about the alternative universe.
I don't know.
Vision.
She got so plastered that she has a dream.
She went blind.
And she wakes up at the end of the episode.
That episode's going to be her drunk dream. I don't know. I I could
Her
see
hangover.
Maggie trying to be hands off and saying, whatever you decide, I'll support. But if Renata ultimately decides to lock him up or maybe even execute him for killing somebody else, I think Maggie's gonna step in.
I
think so
could
too.
also see Herschel stepping in, especially if Herschel found out that he killed that guy because he was threatening Maggie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Or super twist, Herschel is actually still under the influence of the Dame, even though she's dead and he turns.
Yeah, I actually thought, I'm like, dude, is he still?
I don't know. After this episode, I'm like, he's like a swell guy now. Like he's being thoughtful.
He's
is he going to start painting trees now?
Oh my god, he's a foil for Dillard. Oh my god,
he's going to start painting trees.
Oh, she's pulling in Alicia right now from Fear the Walking Dead. Madison, Alicia Clark. He's gonna go back to his poop heel ways. I don't know. Let me go to the comments though, because there's a lot. Maggie should be like, "F yeah, I wanted to kill Dama myself." Well, she said so. Remember?
Good.
And
I think that was in reference to Renata telling Maggie the truth about the Dama.
Yeah.
That should be Maggie's reaction when she finds out the truth.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how Maggie can't take Negan's side. Easy. We live in a society.
Politics.
Yeah. Well, that too. Politics, society. Mm-hmm. There's just no way.
I mean, she's been against him for years. I don't think it would be too difficult for her to slip back into being against him.
See, and that's the great mistake that Negan made. And this whole episode is about slipping into what you used to be, because it's the fear of success, coming off the fear of success from 2 episodes ago, being able to integrate these communities, setting up, like at the end of the episode, they had to go dark because they need to conserve power for all the new people that came in. But the whole conversation between Maggie and Renata was, I'm fearing success because the higher you, the greater height that you put me at, right? It's like you're building me up just to bring me down, is kind of what Negan is saying too. It's like, I've been falling forever, but I'm admitting that this place feels like home. And the more that I feel like this place is like home and everybody's expressing the same thing, the more I feel like it's going to be slip away. And so he's expressing what they expressed 2 episodes ago, only he is like, it's too good to be true. I have to wreck it, and I have to be the one to wreck it because I am the bad guy. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Everybody sees me this way. Renata even says it. It's like, well, she to her credit, she says, you don't have to be that way anymore. I know that's what I expected of you, but you don't have to be that way anymore. But he's like, yeah, but I kind of like it. But like, it's Negan-y. And she's not wrong about him throughout. You're just a pathetic, traumatized loser guy, coward.
Broken.
I mean, oh god, guys, it's the you hate in others what you hate in yourself. Negan's giving that big old speech about the balls in your heart.
I mean, I do want to say she also doesn't really know who she's talking to.
Well, yes, but maybe she does. That's the thing. She does know who she's talking to.
But I don't feel like she really knows.
I just don't think she knows how to.
She's like, oh, I know this guy's a badass and all, and he thinks he's all that. But does she really know what he's capable of?
Well, there's the whole
maybe now that he just shot that guy right in the head in front of her. But does she really know before that? Before she started saying like, "You think you're gonna mess with me, Negan?" Like, yeah, I think he is gonna mess with you.
She was so adorable, and she's like, "Negan,
you're under arrest." Okay. Yeah, lady, you're out of your natural mind. So that's what he said. Perfect.
You are soft as kitten poop.
Yeah, you have the right to remain silent. And he's like, yeah, whatever.
You don't know.
The show is not going to like that.
He's like, I have the right, but I don't have the ability.
Look who decided to walk in on this podcast, but Funky Brewster.
Look here. I'm sick. This kid is sick. Okay.
Crimey River.
That's how it's going, right?
Crimey River. Also, your voice sounds awesome. So
thanks. I have things to say.
Well, okay.
I have no idea what's been said so far because I couldn't even listen, because listening to it kept her awake. So I couldn't even have it on.
Do you guys what just happened here? She comes on with her hoity-toity voice, and she goes, "It's not my fault. It's actually your fault that I hadn't got on because you guys had a podcast to talk about."
Because Dave,
thoughts with her ASMR
Dave, you're
voice.
so damn loud. It's you,
It's it's me, is it?
My baby is anti-Semitic.
Oh, no.
What does your baby say behind my back? Okay, maybe we should stop here. You kind of went down a road, a Negan road that you couldn't come back from.
I don't know what's wrong with me or my baby.
That's what she came on here to say. She's like, I have things to say, and that's like the first thing she tells us.
Bye. First of all, you just cancel your baby on our podcast. Second of all right, you can do your thing because okay. Yes.
Okay, I have a quick question for you guys. What was the deal with the response from Titty Kaka when Cockenspiel was killed? Did you guys talk about it?
No.
No, we hadn't.
Okay,
but I thought it was spooky, like Bridget's.
I'm starting to think that is she an evolved walker? Are we finally getting back to this?
Mm-hmm. Hopefully,
are we finally getting back to this?
What a way to get back to it.
I know, right?
But I think
walker that he's in love with is like.
I think so.
She really Scott Hoffman is saying "I love you." It's not just in his head.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I don't think the universe is going to open that Pandora's box because you can't. Although they've opened the variants box and just shut it right up. What happened?
Oh, okay.
Why,
bye.
Rob? Why, Rob? Why are you ruining my life, Rob?
He's anti-Semitic.
Parker's anti-Semitic. All the babies are anti-Semitic. What is happening?
Sorry, I don't know why.
I love that that's the only thing that's good about me is my Semiticness. Anyway,
I'm so sorry. It's so
stupid. The main feature. Anyway, let's drill.
No, Mom, I
into
learned
what
it from
saying.
you.
Wait, what happened?
No one ever says I hate Jews. What? Sorry, Rachel.
I blinked and Rob is gone.
Yeah, we all did.
Yeah,
we're all like Rob is anti-Semitic. Remember that's the joke.
I know. I had my eyes closed for like 3 seconds, and then I opened them, and then he was gone.
I'm sorry. I thought the same thing though, Bridget, about Titicaca. Or
it was weird.
Yeah,
she was very upset over this loss, and I think it's just Seth Hoffman punking us, honestly. Which, hey, fair play. She heard Titicaca heard a noise, and there we go. This is 3 recordings, by the way. Hi,
I know.
He just wanted his mic to work.
No, I don't. I lost connection for some reason.
You've been kind of freezing up a little bit throughout, but it's fine. I wanted to move on to. I forgot what I was. Oh yeah. I wanted to cap something off with the Negan thing, though. There is a bit of you hate in others, that what you hate in yourself. To that, when he's given the whole "balls in your heart" speech to the Dead Squad, it occurred to me that at the end of the episode, he says this twice, or he doesn't really say this twice, but he says, "Me and the man upstairs, we hate one thing and one thing only. Is like we hate cowards." And isn't Negan a coward for not trusting in this process? Like not taking a chance on this process? Because if Maggie's willing to do it, doesn't that make him a coward? Now, I get he feels like he's in free fall, but there is an element of not giving this a chance. Just want to drop that there. Like maybe he doesn't think that he's at all redeemable. That maybe even, I'll even go this far. Do you remember the beginning of the the season? He has that whole conversation over Ginny's grave and says, "I kind of want you to kill me. Kind of want you to put an end to this." And so isn't this his way of affirming that? Like maybe this will get her to do it. And I think to a certain extent, and we said this already in another episode, and I can't remember which one. Don't we feel like the old has to burn away in order for the new to thrive? That maybe Negan is going to die this season?
Yeah, maybe. I think there's a lot of foreshadowing to that.
The 2 leaders that died too?
Can I ask? Well, maybe Renata does, and Maggie becomes the reluctant leader or whatever, finally, or when it's finally successful or whatever. But Did you guys? Okay, so you talked about Negan shooting Fabian or whatever, but Negan was right? We all
Oh
we
yeah,
all agree on that?
me and Rachel
Disagree
agree with
hard.
that.
Hard disagree, but we don't all
Okay,
agree.
everybody but Dave.
Yeah,
Correct.
I'm just loud. Apparently.
Well,
Bridget.
so Rachel, yes, he did the right
Maggie.
thing.
Yes.
Rob, he
Everybody
did the right
agrees
thing.
that they did the right thing, except for me.
Okay.
That's why I told you I'm just
Except for
loud.
you. I
I'm
know.
probably like a
because you
70-30 for me.
You're like,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
70-30. Okay,
All right.
because
Fair.
Dave, you're like, oh, but he's see the good people, blah blah. No.
See,
I don't wanna
all
do
he
that.
needed to do is hold his family against him. That's all. Somehow.
Oh, you
See,
went darker.
I'm diabolical. Okay. You're not gonna kill, and here's why. You think it's
His
gonna all
fam-
end when you die? This is a foil for Negan himself, also, though, too. You think it's over for you when you die? What do you think your family feels when you die? Because you're
His-
gonna die
His
after
family
Maggie.
was already mad at him.
Yeah, but
It's
they would have
true.
gotten over it. They love him.
Because he's a loser.
Yeah, but everybody has to go through something.
Because he's a loser
Is
who
this
gets
about your
pus all
baby?
over him.
It's about your
What's
baby
wrong with that guy?
being like, I hate Dave
No,
for some
it was-
reason.
It was one of those things. It was one of those things where like if Fabian's in doing his whole speech, right? He's like, it's not Renata, Maggie's disease, blah blah blah. It was like so stupid.
Right.
And the whole
word.
time I'm
what was the
like-
word?
The whole time I'm like, is this guy supposed to be the big bad for the season? Like, talk about a casting nightmare. Like, what were you thinking?
Fabian?
So yeah, so then when he died, I was like, oh, thank God.
You can't come back after this.
I was like, thank God. And you shot him in the head. He's really not coming back.
No.
Good. Was sad for Dillard though, because of cock and spiel. He's gonna be
Mhm.
really upset.
Maybe he won't be. I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder.
Maybe he'll get
It wasn't
another one.
Titicaca.
It wasn't
Yeah,
Titicaca,
no.
It
but
wasn't his girlfriend.
Might
But
yeah,
he
be less
he's
angry.
pointedly said, "Don't do anything to cock
Yeah.
and spiel" when earlier on the episode,
Yeah, you're right. Mhm.
which might have just been like some foreshadowing or whatever. But he definitely was like, "Don't mess with cock and spiel."
I know.
These are not the Chekhov's guns you're looking for.
Mhm.
Wait, let me go back to comments. By Cage, he means he's not going to let her put him behind bars, obviously. Dillard is a freak, but he's my freak. Dillard Seymour. That's what I'm saying for
Yes.
now. Daryl Seymour. Dillard should say to Renata, if you're not going to bang me, I'm not taking your side. Gross. Daryl Seymour, gross. I don't approve.
I mean, talk about being Negan,
Yeah.
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 like
Although-
Negan White.
If he gets the dead squad behind him, like that Renata, I wish he would
No.
have sex with
Yeah.
me.
I
Negan-
don't feel like
the Dead
Dillard's gonna be
Squad-
that guy.
I feel like
No, I
the
don't
Dead Squad
think
was
so either.
introduced for Negan to kill, to give him people that we know the names of, just to massacre.
Well, if they are to be the ones that go after him, that would be entertaining.
Yes,
Although, I don't know, man.
I said it at the beginning of the season. I want to see him use Lucille again. I've only ever seen it once.
True.
True. Didn't you feel like the Dead
It's not-
Squad thing, like the intro though, like because it was so like simplistic and lackluster and there wasn't like a lot of depth to it, that this was like a one and done for this episode thing?
Nope.
Because that's how I felt about it.
We all felt
said
that
earlier.
way.
I thought they were all going
Rob.
to die.
Rob thought, yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we all had that impression. Sorry, we went through all of this before.
Okay, well the only thing I have to say is that the guy who's the former firefighter,
Yeah,
Mhm.
Benny, Backdraft Benny.
dude, he has something about him. He's got a really good like it's not stage presence, but like film presence.
Mhm.
Because even when he was in the background, I noticed him.
Mhm.
He actually spoke this episode too.
Yes,
Like,
but he's
Killer
like
Kelsey.
just anyway. Keep an eye on that actor. I feel like he's gonna like go
Mhm.
places for
Well,
sure.
he's gonna get
Okay.
killed first because he's gonna be like, "What are you doing?" And then he dies.
They
Right?
can't-
See?
That's a. Was he? Was it FDNY?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. He's a
Mhm.
firefighter.
I think it'd be a bad idea to
to
kill,
kill a firefighter.
right now.
Mm.
Being
You listen,
where we're
you listen
close
to
to.
me. You listen to me. You listen to me, Rob. Okay. This isn't even New York City, so you can do whatever you want. I'm done.
Yeah, they're in
no,
Because they're in
no,
Boston.
it's- They're filming in Boston, but the show
Don't
takes
say
place
that
in New York.
either.
we're 2 weeks out from that anniversary. Let's not do that.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think they're gonna do something about that.
I hope not. That'd be
I
really distasteful.
I'm a little
Although
in and out
didn't-
about that. Kind of
didn't-
want them to do something.
No.
Didn't Fear have a special Mother's Day episode one year?
So did
It's not a
The Last
holiday.
of Us too.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a different kind of holiday,
Well,
right?
Well, it was a pretty crappy holiday.
Mother's Day.
Anyway.
All right, let me keep going. I bet Rachel hated the part where Negan was talking about the people who they were going to recruit for the plan. Did you?
I
You
bet.
was talking about them?
I bet Rachel hated the part where Maggie and Negan were laughing with each other at the bar.
Yeah.
Oh, she's
100%.
trying
it
to
was a little
pivot right
hard.
now.
I liked it, but it was a little hard to get into.
So let's get through all the comments and we'll go back. Let's go directly to that part after that.
Yeah.
Renata wait. Renata is gonna be all like, think about Fabian's family BS like that. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the odd man out. What else is new? Maggie shouldn't be mad about Negan killing the Dama. She should be mad about Renata keeping it a secret from her since that's her truthful sidekick. That is a great observation, Daryl.
Could go that way. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like it. Yeah. See, that's how the House of Cards tumbles. I mean, taking Negan's side in terms of agreeing with him. Okay. Maggie doesn't have to take his side in the fight, but she should agree with him. Do you guys feel the same way that Maggie would agree with the decision to execute Fabian, although maybe do it in a way that is a little bit more
she would have hung him publicly.
Kosher, Bridget?
Yeah.
She would have hung him publicly, Dave.
Like
That's
Gregory,
her MO.
somebody said
Well,
already.
that's what I said. Like, he was just like Gregory. He was just doing the exact same thing, holding the resentment, getting drunk, and going to be belligerent and do something stupid.
Taking his power away from him, basically. Taking his purpose away from him, basically. But
Also,
Gregory was
he's the
way
one
more
who
nefarious.
stole food. Like, what an
Yes, he
absolute
was.
weenie.
Yeah.
Well, I
Big
think
man,
all of
baby.
us would agree that we would do the same. Well, not. I wouldn't
No.
say everybody.
No.
Dave, he stole food, and then instead of
I'm
like
looking at a
taking
smiling
his
Rachel.
lump,
Hold on a second.
taking his lumps like a man, he goes back and is like, "Well, this is Maggie's fault." It's like, no, you're just a ween, dude.
I figure he probably wants to. Because that's the thing about like the erasure of society. It's like there is still like this bleeding over of the old world versus the new. I mean, the old world rules means there's no God. I can do whatever I want, and it'll be justified. But there's this butting heads of, hey, we could have it better, and maybe we don't have to be scared all the time, and maybe we don't have to be the worst versions of ourselves in order to survive. Because it's not about because he says survival twice in his spiel to Negan, but it's not about survival. Don't you want better for your family? Anyway,
He just has too much ego.
Renata is the only pathetic one. Daryl says, "You under arrest," and Negan isn't dying. To what I said earlier. Do you? What do we think about this?
I don't think so because they're probably going to get another season out of this at least.
I don't want him to, but at the same time, I kind of do.
If they do it at the end of the show, I will accept that, but I don't think they should prematurely.
I'm even
let's not do The Last of Us.
I even wrote in my notes that it may even happen the next episode.
No.
Well, next episode's entirely not reality.
Real. Well, I guess. Yeah. See, that's why I think it'll happen then, or at least after that. Anyway, let me keep going. Fabian thinks he did the wrong thing. Negan saved him just to kill him.
No, true.
Yeah.
Save him from the
see, that's the thing. Yeah. Fabian took his lumps. Anyway,
no,
you know what I mean? Well, no, he took his lumps. He apologized in public. He publicly humiliated himself.
Yeah, but he like didn't even want to do that. He did it because he had to.
Yeah.
But he did it.
He
in a world where you don't have to do anything.
And bitched about it, Dave.
Yes. Taking your lumps
I would have cried about it.
Your lumps.
You made me swear on the
Cry
stream,
in private.
Dave. That's how mad I just got.
I just didn't hear you, so it didn't count.
Good.
You cry in private. You keep that shit to your. Sorry. You keep that S to yourself.
What is happening? What is happening here?
Wow. We're mad.
I
blame
like
your
a sailor
baby,
in my day to day.
Bridget.
It's a problem.
We're mad. We're very mad right now.
No,
Are we though?
Fabian's a little.
I don't know. I just don't like Fabian. He's a
No, I didn't
ween.
either.
Yeah, he's a coward, and the reason why I think the biggest reason why Negan killed him was because it reminds him of himself. What kind of
Ew.
man?
No.
Yeah, what kind of
Negan
man?
was never.
What kind of
that.
man leaves his wife and child? Okay, stop already with
He
your nonsense.
didn't leave his wife and child.
He abandoned them.
Well, he turned them
I'm
away
talking
when
about
they came back.
Fabian.
I'm talking about Negan. They're the
Yeah,
same.
I know. No, they're
No.
not.
They're the same.
They're not.
Well, Negan's worse, actually, obviously.
Okay, but you're saying that Negan killed him because he saw himself in him, but they are not even remotely the same.
Tell me how they're not the same.
Well, the example you just used was abandoning family. Fabian is still with he brought his family here.
But what was he threatening to do?
Steal
For them?
Beyond that, kill Maggie, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And what would that end up resulting in?
We don't know.
He would be doing
Probably
this
his-
for himself, just like Negan is doing this for himself.
That is.
It's not about his
that could
family.
be said about a lot of people.
That's a stretch.
It's not a stretch. He'd be getting his satisfaction killing Maggie for his own pride, for being humiliated, for having his family turned against him. Meanwhile, his family doesn't want this. His family wants to be here. He's just doing this for himself, just like Negan is doing this for himself, staying
also
here
doing it
instead
for
of being with his
Maggie.
family.
Well,
Sorry?
that.
But yeah, sure. But like, there's also that, right? There's this and that. At least,
Mm-hmm.
see, we have the full picture with Negan, but we have this like, this kind of like grainy, opaque version of Fabian, and it kind of overlaps with Negan in some places. He's doing this for himself. He's doing this for nobody else but himself, and nobody else in his family wants this. His family just want to go back to normal, but he's not over with what this whole drama, and he should be. Just get over it, dude. But again, old world. Sometimes the old world has to burn away for the new one to emerge too.
I mean, there are like a million other characters that he would bring to mind before he brought Negan to mind.
Whom?
Fabian.
But we're dealing with two characters looking at each other as a mirror. Fabian obviously doesn't know Negan from a hole in the wall, which is why he blabs to him. He knows that he and Maggie didn't necessarily get along, probably. Anyway, my point is, they're two characters that did a thing that they didn't have to do. Why are they even doing it? Why is he even with Maggie, too? I don't know. Maybe he has his reasons. Maybe, like you said, he's doesn't deserve to go back to his wife and child. Maybe Fabian feels the same way. And maybe that's why he's so mad at Fabian and wants to take everything out on him too. It's not just about Maggie, is what I'm saying. There's this and there's that. There's multiple ways you can look at the scenario.
Well, Negan didn't abide stealing in his own group.
It's true.
Right, but this is the old world rules. They have more of a society down here. He's not even part of their community, too. Different rules, different leaders.
Well, yeah, I understand that, Dave, but I'm saying like he plays by his own rule book. His own rule book is no stealing. Like that's in he didn't allow it in the Saviors either. I think you're trying to draw a really firm comparison between the two, and I just don't think it's really there. I think it's okay to say that like maybe Fabian harbored resentment towards himself, and so somehow some of that maybe lines up with Negan, but it's like it's like saying you said like, oh well, you know, it was like the most vague representation of it. Like it's not connected.
Picture perfect, but it's perfect. It's a pretty good parallel enough though. Or maybe I'm not explaining it well enough. It's possible.
Well, I don't think it's that firm of a parallel.
Yeah. Like I could see what you're saying, but at the same time, that's not the conclusion that immediately comes to mind when watching.
No, like to me, like Fabian reminds me more of like someone like Pete Anderson.
Yeah. Well, but here, why do you say that? I say this only because Negan leaves his wife and child for his own purposes. It has nothing to do with them. And he's willing to do that because of feelings. How does that differ from Fabian? There's no purpose to him to murder Maggie other than his own
because
satisfaction.
Fabian stole food to save his family. Is his reasoning?
This is reasoning.
That's his reasoning.
But the family's ashamed of his actions because I'm sure he came home and
they
said
weren't when the food was in the house.
But maybe they thought that was part of their rations. There could be any reason for why he suddenly came home with it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they only turned on him when he had to publicly apologize.
Well, yeah, because they obviously didn't know what he did.
I don't believe that. I think
how could you not?
The wife had to know.
I sincerely doubt it.
Because they had a whole meeting about the rations and what they were. They explained what everybody got, and now all of a sudden you have a box and 2 backpacks full of food. Like, that's not what people are getting.
Well, she could have probably rationalized it by saying, "Oh, you picked up a double shift at armory guard duty. Obviously, you're supposed to get more because you're working very hard."
It happened
doesn't work.
It happened in a very short amount of time, so maybe the wife wasn't even in the apartment. Like, she probably has a job or something, so she may not even have been in there.
Yeah. They left
he may have hid it from them too.
Yeah.
So, I don't know why you're defending Fabian. Gosh. And how crappy he was to his family.
No one's defending Fabian.
No,
if anything, we're defending Negan.
Stop defending Negan. He doesn't need your defense. Why? What is happening here?
I don't know. I just
why?
I don't know.
He really doesn't.
I really hate Fabian.
I hate Fabian too, but I don't hate him. I don't hate either enough to kill them, but at the same time, I feel like Negan has a chance after chance after chance after chance. Why shouldn't Fabian get a chance?
Because he's not a main character, David.
But he's a person, and we're supposed to see them as people.
No.
How does Negan get off scot-free so many times?
Is Fabian's name in the opening credits? No.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Your logic is terrible.
It's because because they wedged him in and they're like, here, have feelings about this person, but I don't have feelings about him.
You think Fabian?
Because he's only been there for like 2 or 3 episodes, and I just don't really care about him because he's been a ween the whole time.
But so has Negan. Negan's been a ween as entertaining as he has been. He's been kind of pathetic.
But he's
all over the place.
Well, Negan just saved his life last episode.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. I don't care though. I kind of wish.
I feel like
he would have been better off.
He was living on borrowed time anyway. He should have died in the last episode. So this was all just gravy for him.
Listen, it's fine logically.
As in the gravy that spilled out of that walker all over him.
Oh, that luscious sewer gravy. Yeah, love it. Anyway,
bring out the biscuits.
Get them while it's hot. Ooh. Ooh. Daryl says Negan's rubbing off on Rob. It's better than being rubbed on. Negan just hated Fabian's face. You know what? Fair. Negan just hated Fabian's face. This gave him a reason to not look at his face ever again. I kind of agree.
I agree. I like that.
I hate saying that because I don't like commenting on looks. Renata probably did want to smash Fabian based on her reaction.
Dude, that was like the most awkward conversation.
She is not after him.
She's after the
lady. He is not the right person for her.
She's not the right to start.
He's also dead, so it doesn't matter.
Well, maybe she's into that.
Then he's Rachel's type.
Not that far off. And Rachel, Dillard, and Renata.
Fabian was looking really good right there at the end.
He's got a hole
he got
in his
10 times more attractive.
Yeah.
Sprawled out on the floor like that beautiful red puddle under his head.
Let me get my industrial-sized dildo that I have to plug into the wall.
Oh my!
Whoa, Dave!
Whoa!
Anyway.
Oh, that was so funny. I'm sorry, that part was hilarious.
It was.
Not what Dave said. We're moving past.
No, but the part on the when they on the show it was funny.
No.
Welcome. Hi. Have you met me? So the early poet Juvenal said something. No, I'm kidding. Also, I am Juvenal. Okay. I do. Yeah, I don't really know.
We talked about Herschel and Louise. They had some.
Well, we talked about the painting, kind of.
Is that where we wanted to go to next?
Okay. Wait. I have a question about this painting.
Forget what you said. Okay.
What?
Go.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jason. No,
that's where we're going. Yeah, on the painting. Yeah.
I have a question about the painting. What was I supposed to recognize that person?
No.
Okay, because part of me was like, have they already revealed this character? Has like Negan killed her or Maggie killed her like already? And this is like I'm supposed to recognize her, or is it's built in so that I recognize her when inevitably she comes up in like 2 episodes.
I think she will return. I think that's what they're building
I think that's what I think that they're 100%. Going to Luis and Maggie are going to start a little something, and then his wife is going to show up.
Yeah, that's 100%. What I thought too.
Yes, exactly, precisely.
I don't know if that's going to happen, but I can tell you one thing: I have this odd and maybe
she is Chekhov's Marisol. I'm telling you.
The portrait at least, yeah.
Chekhov's. Well, that's why he's mentioned her like 3 times in the last 2 episodes.
I just have a feeling she might end up in one of the tanks. And he's going to be down there checking on the power, and he's going to see her, and it's going to do something. He's already alluded to the fact that he's not ready to move on. Like, he's feeling like he might be ready to think about moving on. But he's going through it even in this episode.
Him and Maggie are going to kiss or whatever, and then all of a sudden, we're going to see her. Luis isn't going to see her first. Like, we're going to see that she's alive, and then that's going to be like the end of the episode.
It's gonna be the end of the season.
Yeah,
carry over to the next
that's
one.
good. Yeah.
Who cares?
That's the whole show, Dave. It's a soap opera with zombies.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Literally.
How? Wait. To the extent of what is the extent of what Luis's and Maggie's relationship? You think they're going to be like, oh, hunky dory, like in the whole, setting up the whole Herschel as like the second son?
You know what? If The Walking Dead proper is the guiding light, this is Passions. Like, easily.
Passions?
Explain.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We're in Passions territory with this one.
What is that? What is
what are you talking about?
Horrible.
It was the worst.
It's like Timu soap opera.
So bad. What is so bad it was good. It was so bad it was good. It had like a witch in it, and she had a
doll
minion
that came to life.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, to be fair,
I don't know, like UPN or something. I don't remember.
Well, I mean,
UPN.
To be fair, Days of Our Lives, which is still airing, they had a guy who was like trying to control the weather, and then they had a whole thing where they all got crash landed on a freaking
I know. Guiding Light had
stuff. So. And then they had like
Riva had
like
a clone.
twin husbands, and
Riva
so wait,
had a clone.
Somebody on the show was anti-Semitic because of the weather thing. What's happening?
Oh my God, Dave! Shut up.
Yeah, Dave.
Marlena was.
I mean, possibly
for like a decade.
Yes, Marlena. Yes,
I
yes.
watched a little bit.
Did I ever tell you I walked on that set one time, but we had a client that the props for them.
She shows up on she shows up in Hacks, by the way, if anybody's watching that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it's one of our gigs.
Deirdre Hall is her real name.
And also the props house for Saturday Night Live. We don't do work for them anymore. I don't know why. Probably my fault. Anyway. It's the whole Jew thing again.
He pissed off Warren Michaels.
He's not it's not hard.
No, it is not hard.
Or at least it's hard to make him laugh. That's what I've heard. Like literally. Okay, so no, I know where we're supposed to go next. So wait, let's do this. Let's close the book on the Luis Herschel thing, because the extent of my notes on this was basically, Swell guy Herschel did a really cool thing, and now I feel like they're going too far.
He thinks about his dad every day.
Well, I thought that Rachel would like that. Of course, I thought of that.
I did.
Yeah,
I did think it was nice that they brought back the Herschel is an artist. Plot point, because they had really dropped that, so I was kind of glad that they brought it back, because that was a really big part of season 2.
Right. So instead of drawing Giger-esque monstrosity buildings,
super weird. Yeah.
He's drawing headshots.
Yeah. I mean, I loved it. But see, isn't that the thing? Throughout this entire episode, we've been thinking, when is the turn going to happen, guys? When does this go all cockeyed, like Cockenspiel? When is it going to happen? But is it going to happen? I don't want it to happen, right? We never really want it to happen. But these shows have conditioned us to feel a certain way. And maybe when it doesn't happen, maybe the show's putting us or trying to bring us on the same ride is the characters. You've brought me too high that now I feel like I'm going to crash, and I'm feeling very anxious at every episode. That's why you're like, it's too hunky dory. These episodes are too feel good.
Very hokey.
Like,
I
want them
it.
to hurt me. I want them to hurt my feelings. I'm
That's
going
why
to
they make you feel
somebody.
good so they can do that.
Exactly. But see,
They
now
told
I'm
you
I'm
wondering.
not buying it. I'm not buying it though.
I don't know how to
the
feel.
Problem.
To your point, Ray, I don't know how to feel. I like it.
I'm enjoying it.
I'm liking the tension that the built-in tension, right? It's like we feel like something's going to happen, so it already has this reaction in us. So isn't that enough?
I mean, like I said earlier, I just
Parker?
like anything that makes me not go the way I guessed it was going to go. Like, oh, this is going to happen, and then they go the complete opposite way, and I'm like, you know what? I love that. That's awesome.
I know, but you loved season 4 of Fear, and this is very much giving the same.
Oh, definitely. I even mentioned season 4 of Fear earlier when I was talking about the lady going over the rope over the walkers, because that was what June did in that episode. Episode 3, 4-3, I think it was.
Well, and really, season 4 had its dark points. It's bringing all these characters into this low state, but in that same vein, we're in the low state. we keep seeing all these heights they keep reaching, but we're just waiting for the fall. We're waiting to be thrown off that tightrope, and it's not happening. And every subsequent episode, you're like, is this it? Is this the one? Is this where our angel baby Dillard Cockenspiel got hurt or is done?
I know,
right?
Well, it's John Dory.
Dillard's
all over
next.
Again. I'm just like waiting. Yeah.
Thank you for saying that, because that's exactly what I was thinking of. By the way,
just watched a movie last night with Dakota in it.
Oh, what was her name?
was Zoe Coletti.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I was watching it, and she was like, "Damn, this girl looks familiar. This girl looks so familiar." And then I was like, "Wait a minute. Wait a minute."
She's my nemesis.
Why do I immediately hate this character?
Garrett Dillahunt is in the new Lanterns show.
Yes.
Yeah,
right. I just watched the first episode of that too.
So
he's actually like the bad guy, kind of.
He sort of,
weird.
yeah. He
That's
plays
cool.
the guy. Is he Guy Gardner on the show?
No, Guy Gardner is
still
Nathan. Yeah.
Nathan
Fillion.
Fillion. Who does he play on this one? Oh, he plays a really interesting character in Lanterns. I just can't remember.
He is the. Man, now I can't remember.
It's like Guy Gardner adjacent, by the way.
I don't remember. I'm not familiar with the comics, so I would have no idea who those people
I don't know
are.
the name. Are you talking about the Friday Night Lights guy? Or?
No. We're talking about Garrett
Hal
Dillahunt.
That he plays Hal Jordan.
I did love Hal Jordan's character. He was
great.
hilarious. He was hilarious.
Let me just dial in on the John Dory
It's
comic.
not at all
because-
comic book accurate in any way, shape, or form.
No, it's like the dark version of it. What's it called? Is it called Titans? Anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Teen Titans. Why John Dory is a great character to bring up is that I use it in my notes to describe Negan not knowing which way is up. If you've been free falling for so long, and things are going well, and you feel like things are starting to feel like home, and you're afraid of success, there's a part of you that doesn't know which way is up. It doesn't know how to act. And the closest you can get to any sort of success is him getting drunk with Maggie, to be honest with you. It's where you get to the heart and soul of, I don't know what I'm doing. To be honest with you, I don't know what the heck's going on, baby. So I kind of want to go through that scene. What's that?
Don't be talking like that.
Well, that's kind of why I want to dig into that scene, because
Yikes.
I want to start with you, Ray, because obviously it's weird. I think we all can agree that scene is weird. Again, our faces and our bodies have an expectation of these two people on screen. But there's also that built-in, right? Again, we have these built-in biases. And is this conversation going to go well, or is it going to go the way it always goes?
I was happy to see them actually be friends, and that two people that started off in the worst possible place that any relationship could ever started could eventually, after 15 years, come together and not hate each other anymore. So.
Well, even Maggie says, "Do you hear yourself?"
Yeah,
I said in another life, bitch.
It was the alcohol talking.
What a ludicrous thing.
It was the potato vodka talking.
No kidding. He would have died before saying that.
Negan's borough burn.
5 borough burn, because New York City is comprised of 5 boroughs.
Yeah.
5 boroughs.
But given the way this episode ends, I feel like I actually don't know how to feel. But I want to give a quick shout out to Beehive Girl. Hey, y'all, finally ditched my family to listen to the end of this. Hey, listen, we'll be here for a little bit longer.
Same.
Bridget ditched her anti-Semitic daughter. That's you did it. You can't go back now.
Beehive Girl has no idea what you're talking about.
That's fine. She can rewind.
Not at all. Okay, well, you were gonna go to Rachel about this.
I was,
and then you immediately sidestepped it.
Listen, all for a joke, baby. So yeah, Ray.
That's how it goes. I hated it. I hated every single second.
Told you.
You all knew. I hated it. I absolutely hated it.
What about it?
But I hated it for me, like, because I am who I am. Like, does it make sense? Sure. Whatever. Is it probably better for the storyline? Who cares? I don't. But probably.
Probably.
Listen, they could either be friends, or they can really piss everybody off and do the other thing. I'd rather
hate it.
They could also they could also just continue being frenemies and like hating each other.
Oh, that's gonna continue.
If I were Maggie,
obviously Negan just did what he did.
If I were Maggie, I could look at him and recognize his usefulness, but still hate him. I don't. Sorry, we all remember what he did, so
yeah.
Well, that's kind of why, Reed, to your point, like, it's kind of why I actually liked Maggie's response, because he's all jovial, like, we're drinking together. In another world, we would have been friends, and she's like, "Are you serious right now?" Because he pushed it just too far. That's what he always does. That's Negan's thing, right? Like, he can never just let it lie. He's always got to push it like just a little bit too far. It's in the things he says to other people. It's how he pokes and prods. Like, I mean, take a look at, when Carl sneaks on the truck and is caught in the Savior's compound, and Negan has him, like, he pulls him up and then he's like joking about his eye and stuff, and Carl starts crying. Like, he always pushes it like just a little too far. Kind of like when Dave doesn't let a joke die.
Yeah,
it's like the same thing.
Or it's tweaking, you know.
And
you know what I'm saying?
And it's just an aspect of Negan, and so this was one of those moments where he just pushed it a little bit too far. I was glad that she stood her ground and said, like, "That's weird that you would say that. You literally killed my husband." But okay.
I wanted her to tell him to get so effed. Just go F yourself.
Instead, she reached down and touched his face. Like,
I'm
blind.
I felt like it was an appropriate. It was an appropriate response because she is trying to move on from this. So instead of being like, "Wow, dude, really?" like, and really like harping on it, she just sidesteps it and moves on, and cracks a joke to like break the tension, because it is awkward. It's super awkward, and also it's a little bit. I get they're drinking, and I'm the worst person to criticize this because I am a very flirty person just in general, but it was on the cusp of flirtiness, like Negan's comment to her, and so it made it that much more uncomfortable. I think it's kind of maybe playing in the faces of people that are like, yeah, Negan and Maggie together. It was almost like, yeah, no, here you go. He would be a horrible person to flirt with her, and it was.
Okay, let's start with the question of, because I definitely want to drill into this. Do you think there was an element of flirtation between Negan towards Maggie?
Well, there kind of always is. with Negan.
I mean,
I didn't think so.
I did.
Well, he's like kind of a flirty person.
Yeah, that's
in
what I
his
mean. Like he's
conversation.
not doing it to be flirty. He just is.
Right. As
Yeah,
much as
yeah,
I
yeah.
joke about hate banging and all, I really didn't get that. Like they were just being friends, right? They were just
Yeah.
joking around as friends or whatever. So I really didn't get like a flirty. This is like the first time he's been able to talk to her without her threatening to stab him or cut him or kill him or shoot him. So like he's like, hey, let's have some fun and talk like talk like friends.
Right.
Well,
I would even go as far as to say, like,
Keep
there's
in mind, I said last week that Dillard and Renata were flirting, and you guys were like, no, they weren't.
I didn't say this or that.
Dylan, maybe. I don't think
I wasn't
Renata
even
was
here.
flirting. I don't think Renata.
Rewind and
I don't
play it
think
again.
Renata has got it for Dillard. She's got it for
Right. She said this.
Soul. I can't
Soul
remember.
Murray.
Soul Murray.
Solmari.
Yeah.
As they say. For some reason.
Oh. Yeah, I
Oh,
can see
Saul,
that.
you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. But I designed it. Yeah, but you don't have to do it. Oh, make sure you say save her. We gotta take the gates down. Go save her.
Right. Well, let me keep drilling into this. 'Cause
Okay, I can see that. I can see.
I was thinking though. Sometimes you can see what another person is feeling by comparing them to other people. So when Negan was saying all these I think it wasn't a button pushing thing. I think it was a sincere thing. I think Negan let his real feelings towards Maggie slip in the most sincerest way. He says basically, in another life we would have been friends. Period. End of story. Like, oh, that's the most obvious duh thing, maybe. But I think you can also take that and say, obviously Negan respects Maggie. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
But you can also take that and compare the relationship that Dillard has to Negan as well. I'm using like another character who looks up to another person.
Mhm.
And Dillard is nothing but, well, at least at first, he's nothing but sincere.
I would
And-
argue Dillard's a little bit flirty with Negan.
Okay, see, that's the thing, right? He's obviously not, well, maybe it's not that obvious.
Those comments,
Not
I don't
into
know.
Negan.
Sometimes it is a little flirty. I don't know.
We had a whole thing about the walkers and a three-way. But anyway, my whole point being is that it's easy for me to see this interaction as much as I always, with Sharondy, tease the hate bang between Negan and Maggie. There was a sincerity that is not often seen by
Sure,
Negan.
I'm willing to say that he honestly feels that in some way, which makes it was actually really quite cringy. Like,
Yeah,
like,
that's-
it's
yes.
so embarrassing for him. It's
Right.
like, it's so embarrassing.
No witty
Well-
comeback. Do you hear yourself right now?
Yeah,
Sincere,
dude.
telling
feel
the
like-
truth.
We had like a juxtaposition with the scene with Renata and Fabian where he's like, "Oh, I'm married." Oh, like he didn't recognize that she was not hitting on him, right? But then you have the scene where Maggie obviously realizes
Could have
this
been
is not
construed as hitting on.
hitting
right?
on- Yeah,
But it wasn't, so-
obviously they weren't. You know,
That's interesting. That's
It's like
that's
your
interesting.
wife is inside and I'm asking to come in. You think I'm hitting on you? It's so weird.
and I mean, she was like totally amorous. She's like, he's like, "You want to come in?" She's like, "Yeah."
Yeah,
Like, there was
Yes.
no
I do.
sexiness about it or
Yes,
whatever.
I do. I want
Oh,
to come
please,
in.
Daddy, take me with your family inside. Yeah,
So
so hot.
He didn't say his family was inside. He said,
Rachel
"I have a
hates this.
family." He said, "I have a
Oh.
wife." He didn't say she was in there.
Well, then
Yeah.
then this clown is just wasting electricity.
It's a horse apiece, apparently. Same effect.
That is a saying, Dave. It is a saying.
Now I know. Yeah.
It is a saying. Just because you choose not to believe it doesn't mean it's not. It is.
Anyway, so
I love that Dave called me a redneck when I said it too.
I don't understand these redneck things. You think everybody's a redneck? I'm not. I have no neck that is red.
You think everyone's a redneck because you're from New York City.
I don't know that saying. I assume the worst.
New
Oh,
York
worst.
City.
New York City. Okay, so let's go back to the comments because first of all, Daryl Seymour says, "Who's Lewis? He sucks too, just like his sister."
Wow.
Hard disagree. I love the sincere. I love that whole reaching out on Herschel's. Like, there's like that manly thing of like, I kind of want to hug you right now, but this is the best I can do. I can reach out and touch your shoulder, and then immediately not touch your shoulder. That's the best I can do. At arm's length, too, by the way. Like, he's like a good, 4 feet, 3 feet away? Hand on shoulder.
Your arm's 4 feet long. What?
Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
David.
Paige over here being a cryptid.
Babe. Watch the profanity.
What's your wingspan again? You know, they call it wingspan.
Are you a cryptid? Rob, dude.
Well, to capitulate, if Daryl says if I'm Herschel, I'd be thinking Lewis got close to me because he wants to smash my mama. And I think Herschel's letting him. So Herschel has a new daddy now, is what he also says.
Yes.
I want Luis and Renata to turn into Grey Goo, which is a quote from Silo.
Hey, spoilers, you guys. I'm not there.
I want to turn into Grey Goo with Dillard. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, Daryl. I love that for us. And I'm so glad I was here to witness that. Daryl also says Negan and Maggie should kiss in the alternate reality. Do it for the Neggy shippers. I think
that's a possibility.
That would be
a high
wild,
possibility,
dude.
But like at least they would do it in an alternate universe thing.
But again, they would be friends in the alternate, not friends. Who am I kidding? And they're saying hi to each other.
What if Negan's dating Beth?
Love it. Cut,
that's
print,
more.
Love
that's
it.
actually more on brand for him.
Ooh. Okay, I instantly regret it. Okay. So Beehive Girl says, "Well, I don't even watch this, so I just catch what I can." Awkward and then laughing emoji. Yeah, it's quite the show that we have here. Beehive Girl, you ain't missing much. Daryl Seymour, Grey Goo, you.
This is like in reference to Dead City, Dave, not us.
Oh.
Wow, Dave's like taking personal offense to everything that's being said.
What's my wingspan
Not
again?
everything's about you.
It is. I like Negan. I don't care that he killed people. They all have. Yeah, well, some people
true.
killed more than others. Glenn has been dead for...
Negan kills Fabian, but Negan forgets that the only reason he's still here is because he got a second chance and he did way worse stuff than Fabian did. So, Negan.
Yeah, but Fabian was annoying, so...
Well, I mean, I'm not disagreeing with that, but I'm just saying,
But Negan, so was Virgil.
Negan made the decision that Rick didn't.
Okay, but do they currently have any kind of jail cell or holding?
Yeah,
they had the Dama. They had the Dama in one.
You could also put him in a tube, like with the methane, the juices.
I'm sorry, the Virgil comment really got to me. It's like it was a deep cut, Dave. Deep cut.
Anyway, Glenn has been dead for 13 years, and he went on to win an Emmy and a Golden Globe. Dying was the best thing to ever happen to Glenn. I think we can all agree, actually.
Arguably, yeah, his career took off after Walking Dead.
Great movies. Anyway, Bi Girl also says, "I don't hate Negan anymore. I definitely have no give a s-ness in me about him." That's interesting, Beehive Girl. That's a change since the last thing you said in many different comments. To add on, Daryl, Stephen Yeun was ready to move on. He was excited to give Glenn the comic death, so it was a good thing for the actor. Yeah. And definitely Beehive Girl. Yeah, I agree. Listen, it happens to be. Listen, gone but not forgotten. I am happy that Stephen Yeun has, in many interviews across the years, has said, I don't do the thing where I tell people, Glenn, for pigeonholing me into a role. He does appreciate where he comes from and how he's been able to come up. I don't fault him if he feels the other way, and I know that for a period he did, but I'm glad he's at that part in his life where
he's had so many different roles. I don't think he really can feel pigeonholed by that.
But earlier on, after he got out of The Walking Dead and he kind of just wanted to move on, I think he did kind of express some interesting comments, but just through like this small period of time.
Yeah.
Like shortly after. But then afterwards, it's like, okay, you find an equilibrium. You move on. No actor wants to be pigeonholed. They kind of want to be able to move on to exciting and different roles, the range that they can maybe portray, get work, period.
Yeah.
So anyway, where should we go next? I don't know if there's much more to cover, to be honest with you. Bridget, drop some like where. Is there something you wanted to specifically talk about?
No.
Um,
Titicaca was pretty much it. That was like as soon as that happened on screen, I was like, oh my god, that was kind of it. I mean, I heard you guys talking about the Dead Squad and Dillard in the basement, and I did like that interaction a lot.
What was your take on that? Were they making fun of Dillard, or were they really in his corner?
No. I think it was genuine. I think it was genuine.
So
I really liked that they were all super weirdos. I don't know. I was a real fan of that. I was like, this is fun. This is a fun, weird thing that we don't get very often in the Walking Dead universe. So I was okay with that. And
is this going to be like just to ask you the question because you weren't here for it? Is this one of those things that it's fun for now, but then later on it's going to be a problem? And for whom?
I guess in a way it could remind me of like the Highwaymen.
Oh, I hope not. That kind of ended in a thud.
Well, yeah, that was like that was one of the most wasted groups.
I know we all loved Angus Sampson.
We love the Highwaymen, but anyway, it reminds me of that, like that hope for like this group to be really cool. So I hope that they're able to flesh it out, and instead of it being, because it did feel, the build up to it felt like one and done. So I was like, well, these characters are like too out there. This is going to be like a one and done thing.
Well, you'd think the opposite though in a normal show. Like you're giving all this fanfare, they should be something. But since
my goal, I guess, would not my goal, but my thought would be, if you're really trying to embody the wide variety of people in New York City, then what better than to have this weird hodgepodge group to be like, yeah, these are your lovable misfits.
It was a little like Timu characters from The Walking Dead, though, wasn't it? Like, it's Father Gabriel. No, I mean, it's Reverend Anthony. Do you know what I mean? Huh? You see it?
I don't know. He was a pretty weird dude.
Creepy as F.
Kind of like if he were on any other show, I'd assume he's a vampire.
Like a goth vampire.
What would be in the shadows?
A leather
all vampires goth.
A leather reverend's outfit. What is happening here?
I don't know. Yeah.
He has long greasy hair. What's happening?
He has a church, but it's in Greenwich Village. Anyway,
it's called the Limelight. For those who know, I think. Let's see here.
Negan is throwing darts at his wanted poster.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Well, let me just say this from Beehive Girl. I definitely used to hate Negan vociferously. Now I still just have a zero interest. I also think he should have died at the end of season 8. Don't come for me. Listen, I just said it. I just said it earlier, girl. I said it earlier. I said I'm happy to see him go. Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Actually, this is the thing. You don't understand why I'd be okay with him going, because they would probably do it in a way that would make you feel really super sad about it too. But at the same time, it's like I can't hate on it because this guy had an endless amount of chances to die. His comeuppance, whatever, for everything he's always Ray, you said it earlier, for everything he's ever done. And
but
look,
Dave, we're the ones who live.
Okay, that was in my notes for the first episode.
Yeah,
I was like, oh my god, is Rick? Are they doing the Rick and Michonne show for Maggie and Negan? And I mean, like, we don't die.
Didn't the whole cast just say that line at the end of the main series?
Did Negan? I don't think Negan was part of that formula.
He might have been.
Was he?
I don't remember.
Maybe he might have been. Actually, you might be right.
This was several years ago now. At this point.
I have a copy of it because the video is actually in our intro, and I speed it up in places and whatnot because I'm so cool like that. Anyway, Daryl Seymour says, "Yeah, girls, for saying that, you're gonna spend the night in the box." From reference, Daryl Seymour's on fire. I really like these references. Grey Goo, Night in the Box, BF Girl. I tried Dead City because Walking Dead, but it bored and it was Negan. I roll. And I also cannot with that character. You know what? Actually, Beehive Girl, I think you should quickly catch up because there are not that many episodes in the first and second seasons, obviously. Because I think the season's kind of interesting. It turns things on its head. It makes us, like this episode we've been pointing out, the show we have these built-in biases. We think things are going to go wrong and then they don't, and then we have to look at the episode differently now. You may still not like it as much, but you definitely liked it more than seasons 1 and 2. So
Yeah.
And Daryl says, in the alternate reality, Maggie should say to Negan, "We are the ones who live," and then they should kiss. Or he and Beth, as we had said earlier. Which also, I don't know what's more cringe, to be honest with you.
Depends on how old they are at this point in the alternate reality.
Okay, in real life, Negan is Jeffrey D. Morgan's about 60.
That's a good point. And Emily Kinney's in her 40s.
Is 41.
Really?
I don't know how I feel about that. I guess I'm fine with that.
Yeah, she is.
I guess.
She looks young.
Emily Kinney's older than me.
I thought she was so
Yeah.
much
41.
younger.
Yeah.
No, she looks incredibly young.
She looks like a
Crazy, but
dwarf.
She is in her
little
40s.
elf. Yeah. She looks.
That's why she's able to get cast the way she did when she first started the show. Because she was
I feel
20s
so
at
much
the
older
time.
now somehow.
Yeah, just about. Yeah. Well, there you go. Feel it. Feel the burn. What else? Let's see.
Did you guys watch any of the previews
No.
for the AR?
No.
I watched
that.
that.
You're staying away
Did
from
see
it.
a little bit, but
Just
I
wondering.
try not to watch them because I feel like it'll sway how I feel about it coming into
Definitely,
the
yeah.
episode.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think that Dillard is definitely going to be an unintended consequence in the beef or whatever it is between Negan and Renata.
Yeah.
Basically, getting Negan trying to get Renata out of the way so that Maggie can lead. It's like he's doing her a favor when she doesn't even want it. That's the other thing. Oh, let's tackle that. Do you think Negan is, because I think some of you expressed this already, but like in passing, do you think Negan is right about Maggie needing to be in charge considering Maggie's history? I might catch some of you in a different position based on this wording. Jason, what do you think?
I would rather have Renata in charge.
See, I feel the same
doing
way.
a fine job, yeah.
We're probably the only ones, Jason.
Yeah, I actually disagree.
See?
I don't think it needs to be Maggie, but Renata is way too green. Way too green.
I disagree.
Super green, yeah.
And it was exemplified by this episode, Dave. When push comes to shove and you have to make the hard decision about sacrificing your entire group or one person, she couldn't make the right choice.
No, she wanted to open the gate and go get her.
Negan made it for her.
Let me offer a different perspective on this. Whose fault is that really, though? Considering just beforehand, Maggie's like, "Oh, you don't know how to handle him. You just have to meet on his own. He's a really softy. Just at the end of the day, he's a softy." Like, this is the impression that we're getting from Maggie towards Renata. It's like, you don't understand him, you don't get him. You just have to make it so that he can respect you, etc., etc. But she didn't really. I'm really asking, do you think Maggie really properly prepared her for this Negan that we're seeing now?
No.
I don't think anybody. I think she could have.
I think you're thinking of the wrong moment, though.
Say more.
She's talking about when they were hurting the walkers, not the end of the episode. Negan made that decision for Renata there, not with shooting the guy when she wanted to open the
I'm
gates
talking
to
about
go save the girl.
Yeah.
No, I know, but like they're speaking more generally about not being sure about Negan, right? Negan being right. When they're talking about this, they're talking underground at the new turnstile thing that Sol Murray created.
Yes.
And the walkers are coming in. This is the long-term plan about keeping the power on, right? And she's saying, like, yeah, they really came through the dead squad. And she's talking about Negan. She's like, I know what you're gonna say. Yeah, but this guy, this psychopath. Well, and she says all the things about him being, which everything she said at the end of the day to his face, that he's a traumatized man who doesn't want to grow up. But Maggie, in response to this, says you just have to learn how to talk to him. You have to figure out ways to get him to respect you, and then etc. etc. You have to respect him, and blah blah blah. In a way, I don't think Maggie properly prepared her or front loaded her with enough knowledge to know what she was dealing with. So, I mean, really, she had every opportunity in the world to kind of tell her the full picture about Negan.
Even if you take Negan out of the equation, she is too green to lead.
I
Soft
disagree.
As cat poop.
I disagree with that. Well, and consider what she was willing to do with the Croat. That first move that we get to see her do.
I'm not saying that she's not. She's got a lot of great qualities, Dave. She could be a good leader, but she is too green to lead this large of a group right now. She cannot make the right decisions. She is being strongly pushed one way or the other by Negan or Maggie. It's almost like she's in the middle constantly. And she doesn't often stand up for herself. Like, take a look at Maggie's like, we need to turn on the Statue of Liberty. How quickly did she roll over to that?
She did.
Despite saying, I don't agree with that. She then immediately agreed to it. And then when they talked about it the next day or whatever, she was like, yeah, what a great idea that we had. It's like, no, you're being manipulated, I think.
She's also like not
being manipulated.
They said that she hasn't been off the island since it happened. So
right.
Unlike Maggie, who has experienced a wide range of terrible things on the road and traveling and trying to start up different different settlements and stuff. She's had way more experience. Even though like their age may be comparable, she's had way more experience in dealing with the outside world than Renata has.
I think they would have been better off doing like a quorum than a singular leader.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I even think like the fact that Renata has been able to survive this long or lead a people for this long definitely earns her a seat at the table.
She's clever. She's clever. She's in comparison to other characters
Maggie.
that we know. Yes,
sure. That's the only.
She's very clever. Like catching on to Fabian's lie is like excellent people skills. Like she has skills that I think are admirable. I just think that she can be too soft. She doesn't always make the right choice. That's part of being a leader. You have to live and learn. But in this situation, it's people's lives that you're playing with.
What is happening with your face?
I hope it's not a spider.
There's a moth. There's a horrible, huge moth.
I was like, what's attacking
it's just in response to what she just said. I don't believe what I'm saying right now.
My
just
God,
kidding.
oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I hate
this
it.
This is like that thing. Do you remember, Ray? Remember that thing that I swatted?
Yes.
Yeah. This is a
that
classic
giant
thing.
dinosaur bug that was
dinosaur mosquito, but it wasn't one.
I hate moths.
I feel like
so much.
I feel like they're following the Hilltop formula, though, right? Renata's in charge, but really Maggie's calling the shots.
That's right, and that's better for Maggie, and it's better for everybody, really. Oh, Blazes Garden.
So Maggie's the hand of the king.
Yeah.
Exactly. This is exactly what I said a few episodes ago, and why not? It's the best position to be in, but again, it comes with consequences. So anyway, let me go to the comments, and then maybe we'll end it here. What happened? What's happening? Your face? Is it the mouth?
I'm dying. It won't stop. It just won't stop. It's freaking out.
Okay. Daryl Seymour says, no, we're not doing that. Okay, we did that already.
I don't like it when they're fluttering around.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Just
go
land on
somewhere
something
else.
and stay
Just
there.
land on something and stop.
Yeah.
Anyway, Beehive Girl says, speaking of flappy things, well, I may read the synopsis of seasons 1 and 2 so I can watch the season. I doubt if I could make myself watch them. Laughing emoji, but I have wondered if the season might be watchable. Actually, that is not a bad idea, Beehive Girl, considering one of the things that we'd said in the first few episodes was they kind of swept away the premise, some of the characters, some of the things they laid the groundwork for from the Eli Journay executive producership.
I mean, to be fair, I never watched the first 3 seasons of Fear the Walking Dead. I started in season 4.
Really?
And yeah,
I never went back to the
I watched like the first 5 episodes of season 1.
She basically watched season 1 because that's 6 episodes.
Yeah, I never went and finished the rest of it.
Favorite one. The auto.
Dude, 3 is so good.
By the way, to Beehive Girl's point, though, I think you could get away with this synopsis. Though there are some really good mainstays as far as like they filmed a lot of it in New York City in the first season. just for that alone. Some of it New Jersey.
No, you can read synopses. It's fine.
But you can. I know it's tough because I kind of want you to watch it just to kind of just get through. There's not that many episodes anyway, so I don't know. But listen, girl,
there's a whole Walking Dead season worth of episodes of Dead City.
Yeah. Your point taken with the amount of episodes, right? Mm-hmm. Actually, as of now, right? 5 plus, was it 6? 6 plus 5 plus 8 from the last season, right?
Yes.
19 episodes. Okay. Well, here we are. Did I do math right? Anyway, Beehive Girl. Daryl Seymour says, Beehive Girl, I didn't watch the first 2 seasons. Start from season 3. Huh. How about that? Also, Eric says, Blue Chew will help at the end of the day if he's a softie, Negan. It's your guy.
Thanks, Eric.
Yeah, Blue Chew Gold, actually. Does he say Blue Chew? No, he didn't say the gold part.
Don't give them anything. They don't sponsor us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right. They're in my ads all the time. It's in my head. Anyway.
You might lose me again.
Oh, no. Renata's too soft to lead. She is like, you kill someone, you bad, me mad. I agree. And Beehive Girl says Maggie has had way more experience failing at leading. That's something I can say, even though I haven't watched the show.
But you learn from your failures.
Ideally.
Bye, Rob.
Yeah, I know. He said he was going to leave. I just let him. Kidding. He did it on his own. I didn't push him out the door. Anyway, Daryl said Herschel got major retconned in season 3. Yep, basically, Beehive Girl. So I think you'll be okay jumping onto season 3. It's definitely a breath of fresh air compared to the first 2 seasons in a sense. I didn't hate it. Obviously, I like this more. That's all. Season 3 of Fear the Walking Dead is by far the best season, Daryl Seymour says, to capitulate to Rob, basically. And then he ends up with this, guys. They ruined Fear the Walking Dead in season 4 by making it Morgan's show.
Look, no.
He's one of those. He's one of those.
You shouldn't have even put it up.
He's read it. He's read it. He's just read it. Listen, you should watch our.
You're redditing right now. You're redditing
seasons just so you can hear me defend it, with futility.
I mean, I'm with you on the Morgan part, especially after season 6, but
or during.
I liked.
Right?
I liked. No? I got mad at him at the end of season 6.
Was it the end? The end of season?
It was like episode. It was after June killed Jenny.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I think that's when the dam finally broke, if I'm not mistaken. Because he yelled.
No,
at
the
June.
dam broke at the end of season 3, Dave.
Because he yelled at June, and then I got mad and hated him for the rest of it.
I didn't even hear what you said, Sharon. I'm kidding. I heard it.
No, what you said.
Okay. Well, all right. Let's do the thing first. Gather our thoughts. See if there's anything else we want to talk about, and then we'll get back to it. Let's do. You know, guys. You know what the thing is? Here's it. Bridget, say the thing.
You didn't roll that beautiful bean footage.
Now I did.
Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back after these messages.
We just thought we'd remind you to show this episode some love by tapping that like button, if there's one to be tapped, subscribing to our podcast or channel, and, if available, enabling all notifications, and sharing the show, or clips of it, with everyone you know. And don't be afraid to reach out. Leave your questions, feedback, ideas, or even concerns in the comments section. There isn't one? Head on over to ratethispodcast.com/squawkingdead and leave your thoughts there. Rating our podcast is the best way to get our attention because it also boosts our visibility. And we'll probably address it in the next episode too. And if you think there's something to what we're doing here at Squawking Dead, tip us over on Ko-fi. As a token of our appreciation, you'll receive forever access to our Discord, along with 30 days access to our uncut episode and interview recordings, plus our pre-squawk insights. Take your support further. Join a membership tier on either ko-fi.com/squawkingdead or patreon.com/squawkingdead, and you'll unlock access to more channels on our Discord server, receive shoutouts at the end of every episode, and depending on what tier you join, the ability to join us on camera and mic to break down future episodes alongside us. Thank you for hearing us out and making it this far into the episode.
We now return you to our regularly scheduled podcast.
Hello, everybody. Well, anything anybody else wants to talk about before we head out? Oh, Rachel, poor Rachel.
Rachel's going to sleep, so let's just go.
She's like, it's like a combo thing. I don't even know how you're awake without 2 gallons of coffee in your body.
Oh my gosh. Priorities, man.
I agree with you. Rob, anything? Any last words, thoughts, desires?
Do this quick before I get kicked again.
Okay, well,
5 recordings open.
Yeah. I don't.
I'm
not
so
looking
sorry.
forward to that.
I'm
It's
sorry.
okay.
Guess I'm not
This is
really looking
payback.
forward to the next episode.
No kidding.
Alternate reality. We'll see. Maybe it's good, but not really looking forward to it. I want to see the episode after. I want to see what happens.
I don't want to look at
the
either.
aftermath of what we just saw.
I know, but I love.
not looking
but I
forward to
love
that.
Emily Kinney.
I actually have a
You're right,
question
yeah.
before
Sure.
we go. Do you guys think the alternate reality episode is going to be the entire episode, or will we come back to reality?
I
it'll be
don't
the
think
whole
it's.
episode.
I don't think it's going to be the whole episode.
I hope
You think it'll be
not.
interspersed?
Hope not.
No, I think if they're going to do it, it'll be
I
a
think-
chunk
A bottle?
and then come back to
Yeah.
reality.
Or somebody's going to get knocked out and they're going to like dream it, and then they'll come back to reality or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, it'll have to have some sort of connection to what we're about to experience. Because, okay, if she sees this, Maggie, let's say, and this is from Maggie's perspective, maybe, it's
I'd
to
assume
tell
so.
her.
Maybe
It
my
appears
assumption.
to be.
She's the only one who knows who Beth is. So
Right. Yeah.
That's true.
It's got to be.
And so then I would say, right, because Negan wasn't around for that. So
No.
then I would say it's a way for her to come to grips with what is happening currently with Negan, maybe, obviously. Just to inform her on a decision.
I imagine
That would be interesting.
I imagine it's going to be most of the episode, with there being like a little beginning and an ending vignette. I would assume.
That's interesting. Yeah, well, then okay, maybe I am looking forward to it because there has to be some sort of connective to. I say this knowing full well there doesn't have to be, and that would be crappy if there wasn't. But if there is, okay, that's interesting to me. Which means also, if this is the 5th episode, how many? I think there are 10 episodes this season. Is that right? I don't
thought it was
remember.
8.
I should look that. I should look that up.
I think it's 8.
Usually, yeah, it's
there's 8 episodes. Yeah.
because of the Daryl Dixon's and all that stuff pattern. Okay, folks, I'm glad you were here. Without you, it would be more sucky. I'll say that much. And okay, let's just go with the last few comments here. Okay, hold on, because I do want to cover this. Let me just go straight to this because this will summarize the fear comments from Daryl Seymour. In Fear the Walking Dead season 4, we got the Gimple speak. Season 3 felt like real people talking. I have to agree. Though I will say, Beehive Girl says, I don't think it was Morgan that killed the show. It was stupid storylines of bringing people back from the dead. I think Morgan's character gets blamed.
Medicine!
But it was the writer and the showrunners.
No one's
Okay, we
gone
all-
till they're gone.
Daryl Seymour says, I
Come
give this
on.
episode an 8 out of 10. Thank you. I love that. 8 out of 10? That's like the 80-20 rule. Thanks, y'all.
Not
Again, I
us,
feel like
David.
that's referring
It's
to
me.
Dead City.
It's
I
me.
I,
referring to
I
me.
feel like I don't think you should read the comments anymore.
I think that's
I
exactly
don't
why I
think
should read
it's
the
your
comments.
job anymore.
Alternate reality, probably the most of the episode. Agree. Yeah, our episode is going to be alternate reality. Yeah. Thanks, Daryl Seymour. Eric says, it'll be the duration of the song Halls of Illusions by Insane Clown Posse. I don't know that reference. It's a Michigan thing mostly, I think. I don't know. I've never heard
Get
of them
out of
before.
here, you
Just kidding.
juggalo.
I'm sad that I know what he's talking about.
Oh, really? Anybody want some Fago to go? Anyway, thank you for being here, everybody. I definitely enjoyed this episode. Cannot wait for the next one. Actually, it's been pretty entertaining, I have to admit. And everything is in comparison. So I will miss you until then. And for those of you who are still paying attention to what we're doing, like Daryl Seymour is. Watch
She
this.
said, you know what? I
I said
don't
that-
even want to do the outro.
I did that so loud, didn't I?
You really
That's what I heard.
Oh.
8 out of 10. Outro. We also talk about, so this is the stuff that gets out of it. We also talk about Silo, and we may be doing that on Friday. So join us for live at 7 p.m. Eastern is probably when we're going to do it, unless something dumb happens again. So we'll see you then. And hopefully I'll make strides to catching up because it's been really difficult with the audio podcast. So see you next time, folks.
Bye.
Enjoy your week, and we'll
Bye.
see you at the end of it. Join in. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
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 See you at the gathering. See you at the gathering.